Hello everybody and welcome to the Non-Power Gamers channel. Today we are debuting the brand new Apocalypse game type. To my right, I have Lieutenant Anson and Private Jonathan on the Imperial side, and on the Ork side,
two lovely grots. But I'm a little bigger than Izzy, so I'm the war boss today.
it's true. So we'll go over the mission and the army and we'll get back to you. Coming up next.
You got something on your shirt?
Oh.
Alright everybody, 300 power level of Imperial soup. Disgusting.
Imperial goodness is what I like to call it.
So Nico, what do we have here?
Okay, so we got a detachment of Salamanders, you got 10 units of Intercessors, you got a bunch of Tactical Marines, the Captain and Grabs armor, a Dorito, a Venerable, and an Ironclad Dreadnought, along with a Repulsor.
Alright.
And then you got a little detachment here that's actually a Scout detachment, which means that they can deploy anywhere on the board as long as it's not in their deployment zone. And that'll just be 10 Scouts with sniper rifles and 5 Infiltrators, plus the Phobos Librarian.
And just to caveat that, it's actually a battalion detachment. He's just calling it a scout detachment because everyone can infiltrate. Right, Anson?
No, it's a Scout detachment.
Scouts. Oh, I call it a Scouts attachment. It's just a battalion. Everything infiltrates, and we stay in command if you're within 24 inches of that guy.
Yeah, Nico.
Yeah, okay, well, and then here's the Knights.
Alright.
So we got 3 Armored Warglaives.
Yep.
We're not messing around, we're trying to get into close combat.
Hanging out with your big brother.
The Valiant. They will be of House Raven. And then we have this thing. I've never seen it before. I don't know what it's called. It looks like a knight with a spear and a shield.
Hurtful indeed.
It's called a Carestus.
Oh my
The what?
Ceratus Lancer.
Alright, the Carestus. So that'll be in its own detachment, and these 3 will be in a separate detachment, because how Apocalypse works is you gotta give orders to different attachments. So, and based on those orders, it'll grant things bonuses. So you want this guy running up the field while the other 3 are doing their own thing.
Is that how Apocalypse works?
Yeah, we'll get into that as the game goes on. And then finally, we have the Guard detachment. This is my Cadian army. I know I've referenced it a few times, but I've never actually brought it onto the channel.
Oh yeah, debut.
Yeah, debut. There we go. Maybe we'll see him in a regular game sometime soon. Probably not. But to start, we got our infantry battalion. It'll be the Loyal 32, as it's known in 40k. So we got 2 company commanders and 3 infantry squads. They're going to be going around saving the day and winning the game.
Dying.
No. And then we got a detachment of tanks. It'll be 2 company commanders and 2 regular Lehman Russes in the back.
Who painted the ones in the back?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
And the Punisher and the Plasma Executioner will be the commanders.
Okay, cool.
And we got a super heavy auxiliary. That's Eleanor, my Knight Eleanor.
Pride and joy of Nico.
It's true. She's basically the whole reason I started Cadians. The whole army is essentially a base for that model there. And then we'll go on to the last attachment I have, and it's going to be a bunch of heavy weapons. Now, you don't need an HQ in Apocalypse, which is interesting. They're just kind of nice to have, but I didn't put one in this one because I didn't really need one. And it's just going to be 6 heavy weapon teams. It's going to be, 4 heavy weapon teams. And it's going to be 6 mortars and 6 las cannons, along with 2 basilisks. And they're going to be laying down some fire into the filthy Xenos that have invaded our world. And we will purge them from this planet with holy blast fire.
That is questionable. How many detachments do you have? 9? I think that's 9.
I wasn't
did
counting.
the math right. Yeah,
I wasn't counting, but yeah, probably 9.
So how do you feel about this army, Nico? This nice display of soup.
It's good, it's good. It's Apocalypse, so you know, soup's acceptable. And we don't like to use the S word in 40k, but in Apocalypse, I think it's alright.
Alright, well that is 300 power level of Imperial soup, so let's move on to the Orks.
Yeah. Alright everybody, and here is the Ork army. It's quite large, as you can see. This is how many power level of Orks?
300 power level.
Yikes. So why don't you tell us what exactly it is you have here?
Alright, well me and my fellow war boss Izzy have brought 7 detachments today. So let's start on this side. So first we have a Outrider detachment. We have 2 units of Death Coptas and Storm Boys that'll fill out the Outrider portion of it.
Okay.
Then we have 2 battle wagons. Each battle wagon has a war boss and 10 knobs with it. And to fill up finally that one, we have a dedicated transport truck with 5 tank buses in it. For our second detachment, we'll move on to the real heart and soul of this force. 170 boys.
Oh.
Yes, you heard that right. 170 boys.
Jeez.
90 from myself and 80 from War Boss Izzy. We have 2 weird boys in there, here and here. And then we have 1 War Boss to fill out the HQ in that. And the way it's split up is I have 60 Shooter boys and 30 Slugga Choppa boys, and it looks like Izzy has, what do you have? How does yours split up?
I have 2 mobs of 30 Choppa boys, and then 1 mob of just 20 Shooter boys over here.
Yeah, there you go. So that fills out that battalion detachment. And then back here, we have our mini little speed wog. So it's an outrider detachment. We have 2 Death Killer Wartreks, 2 Megatrack Scrapjets, a Shock Jump Dragsta, and then 6 Warbikes. Then back here, the War Boss himself, War Boss Dream Gasha. He's gonna go into the Imperial soup, rip out their dreams. He's not even gonna kill them, just Freddy Krueger them. Just rip out their dreams, all their hopes, especially yours, Nico.
What? Why?
And then 2 weird boys next to him. So that's our Supreme Command, and he is actually our commander for this force.
Nice.
And then back here, we have our little V-Wing, our Air Wing detachment. We have the Burnabama, right, Izzy?
Yep.
We have the new Daka Jet, and we have the OG Croissant, aka the Daka Jet, shooting nice pastries onto the Imperial soup. It goes well with soup.
Okay.
And then second to last, we have the Heavy Support Detachment. I always forget what it's called. We have 2 Gorkanauts and a Morkanaut. On top of the Morkanaut is one of the HQs, a Big Mech. And then we have a little weird boy on top of this Gorkanaut. And then finally, for a little firepower with a little grot shielding, we have 50 grots, I think. Yes, 50 grots, 10 Ludas, and then 2 shock attack gun mechs.
Oh.
And that is,
Now I have a question.
I have an answer.
Can you take the relic shock attack gun in Apocalypse?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, you lost.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you want to concede now? You don't have to play the game.
GG.
Okay, GG.
All right.
All right, so that's it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Yeah, it's over. See you guys later.
So what they're rolling for is who has the surprise attack or counter attack. And so they're both going to roll a d12.
Yes.
The winner gets to continue to roll a d12 for initiative, while the loser can only roll a d6 for initiative.
Well, I obviously have no vested interest in who wins. Izzy, please win. What is that?
An 11?
An 11.
Oh.
I'm pretty far,
So what you're telling
so
me
you'll have to believe me.
is a 12.
Oh, oh, what is that? Oh, it would be a 12 if there was a 2 on that dice as well. All right, see you, Nico. It was a good game. All right, so Izzy rolled an 11 to Nico's 1, which is less than 11. Just to let you guys know. That was one of the twists of the game. There are 2 twists. We'll explain the other twists when we explain the mission after everything's deployed. But basically now when we do initiative, we roll a d12 and the other side rolls a d6. How does that feel, Nico? Yeah, shame.
Okay, everybody. On this side, the massive orc horde has invaded this Imperial city. And it's actually not even all of them. There's still a few over there left in reserve. Because we actually couldn't fit everything on this board. Because I think it's supposed to be played on a 6x8? Or
I think that's correct.
Yeah, something like that. Our board was too small. We're just using the standard 6x4. So some of the orcs are going to come in as reinforcements. As you can see, the boys are swarming in the front. They got some of their vehicles in the back. The stomping Morkanauts, the air wing detachment. They're kind of crowding the croissant back there, but I'm sure he's fine. Defcoptas, battle wagons, and the loot is in the building, and a bunch of the characters in between. But on this side, we have the heroic Imperials. We got House Raven, 3 Armigers plus the Flamer one, the Valiant. Supported by some Astra Militarum in the back. There's the mortars, the 2 basilisks, heavy weapons, hold up in the building. Knights up here in the front. Eleanor stomping. She's a free blade, but she had to help her household fight off this orc horde.
And just to let everyone know, for the Imperial side, their overall commander is the Gravis Cap. He's under this building.
Yes, the Salamanders are leading us today. Oh,
This
there he
man
is.
right here,
Okay.
floating for a second. And then I know I mentioned deployment before, but Warboss Dream Gasha is our overall warlord.
Yes. So, now that the two armies are staring each other down, I believe it is time to roll for initiative.
You want to explain the mission first?
Okay, what is the mission?
Alright, so basically the mission is each team gets a victory point for every detachment destroyed. The Imperials have 9 total detachments, whereas the Orks have 7 total detachments. And you get 3 victory points for killing a super heavy detachment. And then we rolled up 2 twists in this game. We rolled an 11 on the twist chart, so that's basically roll to see if you get 2 twists. We do get 2 twists. One of the twists is every time a side destroys a detachment, you get to draw a command asset, which is basically one of the cards in Apocalypse.
Okay.
And the other twist we rolled for earlier is basically the roll off, and the winner gets to roll a d12 for initiative. So that's why right now, when we roll for initiative, I will be rolling a d12, whereas the Imperial side will be rolling a d6.
Cool. Okay, so you want to roll this d12 to see what the initiative is?
Yep. Izzy gave me command of the d12.
Okay, you rolled pretty good last time. A 7, solid.
Okay.
Private Jonathan, you're up. Get up here. Roll a dice.
You can't beat it on a d6.
What?
A d6.
Oh, we have to roll a d6.
Yeah, we lost.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, so I guess then it's going to be the orc activation first then, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll get back to you with the orders. And so for the first orc activation, they've chosen the flyers. They've screamed up the left flank here into the Imperial lines, and they're going to be shooting their guns at...
We're going to shoot at this last cannon team up here, and
Whoa.
we did the advance order, right?
Okay.
Advance. All right. So, with the Daka Jet, we have 6 Super Shootas, so we get to, it's 6 dice, right?
That is, each one is 1 attack, so that's 6 dice.
All right, cool. And it has all the Daka, so I'm adding 1 to hit. So hitting on 4s, Nico, where would you like me to roll?
Go ahead, roll right there.
Hitting on 4s,
Nice.
above average.
6s explode.
Do they?
No.
6s do explode.
Yeah,
they do?
That's our army rule.
2. So I got 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
Good thing is he's here. So 5, and then 5 to wounds. Oh, look at these d12s. I don't play D&D, I'm not used to this.
5 to wound, you say?
6.
7.
It is strength against infantry, 6 plus. So
Okay.
I need 6 plus on d12.
How many you get?
I had 6. Oh, and I only got 1.
You only got 1. Okay, so that means that we're going to put 1 blast marker, 1 small blast marker onto the last cannon squad. Which squad was it? Was it the one on the left or the one on the
This
right?
one right here.
Okay, so Anson has put a small blast marker there, and now damage is going to be resolved at the end, so it's not going to affect them for now, but they might be hurting by the time this ends. Do you know what you want to shoot next?
Izzy will do the other Daka Jet, but I
Oh.
do not know what he's going to... What do you want to shoot? You want to
Oh,
go after
okay.
the
How many wounds do they have?
I have no clue. I'd have to check that for you. I'm going to check that right now. Give me... Okay, now the Croissant, once a veteran of the channel, now belonging to Izzy, is going to shoot at the second last cannon team in the building. Right there. Okay, go ahead. Roll us up.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, he's over there.
Nice. 1 explodes.
Okay, so that's 3 hits.
Or 4 hits. 4. Hits
4
on
hits.
4s.
How many?
It's not 4s, yeah.
No, I'm saying how many dice hit?
4.
Oh, 4, okay.
So 4 d12s.
Oh, it's 12. That's right.
Wounding on
Oh, sorry, I can only see 3 from here. 6s? How many?
Ooh, 3.
3, okay, so that means that that second one is going to, because 2 blast markers turn into a large blast.
Oh.
So we're going to have 1 large blast, and we're going to have 1 small blast. So it's going to be,
Alright, cool.
those guys are most likely dead at the end of this turn. Ouch. Okay, so now the final of the final plane of the detachment is going to be the Burnabama. He's going to shoot into somewhere, but before we do that, he's going to drop his bombs into the scouts in the building as he did pass over them, and that is a rule. So
Yeah, so it's burn a bomb. So basically, you roll 3d6, and on a 4 plus, the unit takes a blast marker. Because they're in garrisonable terrain, which is all the terrain pieces. When you're in terrain, it's garrisonable terrain.
Gotcha.
So basically, it's +1 to that. So on a 3 plus, on 3 dice, they take a blast marker for each one.
okay,
So he's just gonna roll that up.
gotcha. So go ahead.
2.
Okay, so 2. So that means they're going to take 2 blast markers. Is that correct?
Which equals 1 large.
Which
Yep,
means
one
1
large.
large blast marker on the scouts in the terrain. Ooh, okay. So now who's he going to be shooting at his guns?
What do you think? He's got 10 big shooter, 2 super. 2
We'll come back to you after that, I think. Okay, now the burner bomb, after dropping his bombs on the Space Marines in the building, he's now going to shoot at the Space Marines on the ground. So the attack squad right there, next to the 2 Dreadnoughts, burner bomb is opening up on them. So go ahead, roll the dice.
All right, so first we're gonna do the 1 super shooter.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's 2.
Yep. So 2 hitting on 5s.
Alrighty.
Oh, nice.
It's 2
1
hits.
explodes.
Nice.
Oh, God.
That's 3.
So 3 D12s.
So what do you guys need to wound?
Against infantry.
6. This is the same gun as the
Oh.
So
1.
1.
So we got a small blast marker getting put onto those attack Marines in the back. And you have more guns to shoot?
Yeah, that's the first one. It has 1 twin big shooter.
Alrighty.
So there's 2 attacks here, hitting on 5s as well.
Nice.
No.
Both miss, unfortunately.
And then finally the Scorcher missile, same thing, 2 attacks.
Scorcher missile. Ouch. There you go. 1 hit.
1 exploding. So 1.
Okay, so 1 hit
And this is on a 5.
on a 5. That is a 3, unfortunately. I don't know if you people can see that, but they have missed. But they did manage to get a small blast marker onto the attack squad, so they could win them later on. So is that it for shooting for this flying detachment?
Yeah, that Oh, do you have a reroll?
I think we do, don't we?
Oh, reroll. Reroll could be used. Now,
This is our-
it's not really command points in Apocalypse. They have command assets, which are randomly generated each turn in a deck of cards. So they might have something to use. We'll give them a little bit to think, and then we'll come back to you. Okay, guys, we're taking that back. Unfortunately, the card that they were looking at could only be used for a hit reroll and not a wound reroll. So that is the flyer detachment fired. And how Apocalypse works means that we're going to alternate detachments. So now they get to go, now we get to pick a detachment to fire back. So we'll see you in our first Imperial activation coming up next. Alright everybody, so on the Imperial side, Salamanders have elected their detachment of Dreadnoughts, little crew right there, to be the next to activate. But before we do that, we have a surprise for the Orks. And what would that be?
We're going to call in the strike cruiser, and we're going to land an orbital barrage.
Ooh, an orbital barrage. Just like in the fluff. So, what does the orbital barrage do?
I'm going to select a point over here,
A point on the Orc side.
and so that point will be right there.
Okay, right there, right in the middle of the city.
Let me just mark it with a die.
Okay, sounds good.
That's disgusting.
Right here.
There we go.
And then we're going to roll for every unit within 6 inches.
Cool. And then what happens, what exactly happens when we roll for them?
So, if you look on the card,
Oh. On
what
the
it
card?
says is that I roll a d12 for each unit, subtracting 1 if it's a light character. On a 6+, place a back blast marker next to the unit. On an 11+, place 2 blast markers.
Ooh, ouch, that could really hinder some of the Orcs to start. Okay, so how are we going to start rolling?
So I'm going to hand Dylan this, and we're going to go
and I
for
will
each
let you
unit.
know. Alright, so
We'll measure it up and we'll tell you exactly what units are caught in the blast.
6+.
Okay, starting off with the boys in front, what was
No.
rolled?
That was a 2.
Okay, that was a 2. So
nothing?
they're
Nothing
unaffected.
yet.
Who's next?
we'll do this boy squad right next to them.
Oh,
11, 2 blast markers.
2 blast markers on those boys.
That's one
Ouch.
large.
That's a big one.
So they take a large blast. Oof.
I can't even
So
see.
it's minus
almost
1
too
for a
tall.
character,
For a
right?
light character, yes.
Alright, so the
then
weird
we
boy
go-
right here,
So the weird boy,
Weird boy.
nope.
he's fine. The war boss,
And I'm not really catching these rolls on camera. Sorry,
No.
everybody.
2. So no. So these characters are fine. The Luda's up here.
12.
Take
A 12. That's
large.
going to be a large blast marker on them. Ouch.
Disgusting. We will do. Let's see if this one.
Does
Yep.
measuring up here.
Looks like, yep. This unit right here, the Sheeta Boys over here,
Okay.
is in range.
Nazi cosplay.
That's
10.
1 small.
They take a small blast marker. The Morkanite right here,
6.
6.
That's
Okay.
small.
take a small.
He does take a small blast marker. Nice.
Thank you,
Nice little pickup
sir.
there.
The Gorkanite, or the Morkanite, sorry,
9, small.
takes another small.
Ouch.
Let's see what else is in range. And
Oh.
I think finally that's in range is the truck back here.
Truck in the back.
10.
10. So he does take a small blast
So
marker.
that was pretty solid.
That was a pretty solid roll. We missed some of the guys on this side and some of the characters, but we did manage to do
Looks like the blast was
a good amount of damage onto the Ludas and even the Morkanauts. So that was pretty good. So With that done, we're going to move into the Dreadnought shooting, which again is the unit that has been chosen to be activated, so we'll see what they choose to fire their holy bolters at. Okay, so the first Dreadnought of this lineage is going to be opening up into the... what exactly?
Into the burn bomber, because he didn't move. I'm activating his helical targeting array, which gives him the anti-air ability, so I am +2 to shoot at the flyer.
Ooh, ouch.
Which is -1 to hit, so essentially +1, so I am hitting it on 2s.
Nice.
Of course.
That's how the Imperium rolls, baby. We don't play fair.
So, I am starting with the missile launcher, which is 1 attack.
Okay.
Okay, I'm hitting on a 2.
Hitting on a 2.
Of course I roll
The 1. The
a
1.
1, and I'm not close enough to my captain to get a reroll.
Ah, the classic. The 1.
Then, the plasma, which is 2 attacks.
Okay, nice.
Okay, that is another 1.
Another 1. Jesus, I don't know if you guys can see that.
That wounds on a 6.
Okay. I can't see from over there. What is it? Another 1.
This is an excellent start.
Oh gosh, Imperium. Oh no. Oh no.
Primarch answer.
And then the heavy bolter. There we go.
Those hit. There we go.
Of course
The heavy bolt.
bolters hit.
The heavy bolts.
And
Now,
then
you know
they
what?
wound-
I'm willing to bet they're gonna wound too.
On a 9.
Hey, there's one.
Alright,
Okay,
One
so
small blast.
So 1 small blast.
one small blast on the burn Obama. A little underwhelming for the Daredeo, but luckily he's got his brothers beside them, and they can
Yes.
also lend their fire to the skies. Next Dreadnought to shoot will be this Ironclad. He doesn't have many guns, but he does have a melted gun, and that's going to shoot into the burn Obama, try to finish what his brother started, and that's not within 8, unfortunately, but the Dakajet here is, so he's going to shoot the flamer at that. So
So the Dakajet is wounded on a 9 with the heavy flamer.
okay, and this auto hits because it is a flame weapon.
There you go.
That's a 9, everybody, not a 6, indicated by the period.
And then for the melted gun, hitting on a 4.
Can't see that. What is it?
It's another 1.
Another 1. Uh-oh, everybody. Looks like the Imperium is starting off with a whiffer here.
Yes.
So we did wound the Dakajet, which is something, but you know, we missed out on the chance to cause more damage to the burn Obama. There is one last Dreadnought, and this is a venerable, so he could do some damage here. We'll see if he can pick up the slack that his brothers have caused him.
Okay.
Okay, now the venerable Dreadnought in the back. He's gonna see if he can finish what his brothers have started. He is aiming his twin last cannon at the burn Obama.
Okay, so twin last hand of the burner bomber. I normally hit on 2s. It's -1 to hit, so I hit on 3s.
Okay.
That is 1 hit.
Okay, 1 hit there.
And I wound on a 5.
Wound on a 5.
Does not.
Ooh, that is a 2. So, again, another whiff of a turn from the first detachment of Dreadnoughts. You can kind of see in Apocalypse, there's so little dice, you can't really just pile them on and kind of guarantee kills here. There's a lot less wounds to go around, but it is a little more swingy. So that's going to be our detachment done. We'll go next into another Orc detachment, which we'll activate. I'm not sure what that is yet, but I'm sure Dill has a plan. Orcs, next detachment, activating now. All right, next to open up on this side is the Orc detachment of shooting. It's going to be the 2 shock attack guns plus the Ludas. Now there's no relic in Apocalypse, but you know, they still could be deadly. And I hear you want to play some cards.
Yeah, you know what there is in Apocalypse?
What?
Command assets.
Okay.
So Izzy and I have conferred, we're using opportunists. This whole thing, they're all death skulls. We forgot to mention that, but that's what we are.
Right, okay.
So basically, when used, you select one enemy vehicle, unit, or character. We're choosing a vehicle. We're going to choose that big knight over there, the Valiant.
That's going to be the Valiant.
And basically, Death Skull's infantry add 1 to hit rolls and wound rolls for attacks made by it this turn.
Okay, sounds good.
So we're going to start off with, Izzy, what do you want to start with? You want to just start off with the shock attack guns?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll shoot mine first.
Okay.
We'll shoot this one into the Valiant.
Cool.
So it's adding 1 to hit rolls.
One
it's
at the
hitting-
Valiant over there.
It's hitting on a 4.
Okay.
It's 2 attacks.
Oh, it's 2 attacks.
2 attacks, hitting on a 4.
Good thing for Izzy.
Okay, so there's 1.
Ooh, so it explodes once. Should we use the card to reroll a hit now? Might as well. Let's do it. And we're going to use another card. So opportunity.
Okay, so now hold on a minute. What was your order for these guys?
Oh, our order was take aim. So
Yeah,
it's
so
plus 1.
it's actually you're hitting on 3s,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
Because you hit on 5s normally.
Yeah.
So +1 for opportunist.
Yep.
And +1 for taking aim. So Orcs are hitting on 3s. Oh my, that's
And
never
we're going
happened
to use
before.
the card red ones go faster. So basically, in
What?
Apocalypse, how it works is
there's a lot of these chapter-specific or clan-specific cards, but if you aren't that clan or chapter, there's a second way of using it. And usually it's a reroll to hit.
It's a
or
reroll.
a wound.
Okay.
So we're going to use a reroll to hit to reroll the 1.
Okay, sounds good. 2 does not hit.
But the 6 does explode.
That's true.
So 2 hits.
Another 6 does explode into another one.
And they wound me. Izzy, what did they wound on? The shock attack.
Strength against tanks, I think, right?
It's it's a 6+, but it has a destroyer, so it becomes 5+.
And it's +1 because of the card we use, opportunity.
Yes.
So 4+ on D12.
No, it's 5+. Because 6 normally.
Oh.
But +1 for which one?
Some
opportunity.
confusion going on in the studio.
So 5+.
5+.
2 5 ups. 2.
Okay, 2. So that's going to be what? 2 big blast markers that are going to hit, right?
Because it's destruction.
Because it's destroyer, yes.
Destroyer.
All right, cool.
So 2
that's
big blast
very
markers are
solid.
going to be on the big knight. Ouch. Second shock attack gun opening up on the Valiant all the way downfield. So what's the range on these things? It's 60, right?
It is 60 inches.
Okay, so that is easily in range, most of the board. So you're not gonna have any of the bonuses from the 2 cards played, right?
No, opportunist is for everything.
Is it for everything?
All decimals.
The entire
infantry.
army.
That targets
got
that
it.
unit.
Gotcha, okay. So why don't you go ahead and roll it up then?
Alright, so
On 3s.
3s, so
Would you
that
like to
is
use our other reroll hit card?
1 hit.
we have one more.
Yeah, we should.
Alright.
Okay,
We have another one that allows us to reroll the hit. So here you go, Izzy.
okay, sounds good.
Over there. So rerolling that 2.
Discard pile.
Okay, they're using a lot of these command assets. 2, so that's gonna be 2 hits there.
Okay.
So now you get a +1 to wound to this because it does apply to these guys here. So
What do
2
you have?
D12s. Well, that's 2 4s, unfortunately, just under. And I don't think there's any rerolls for the wound. So that shock attack gun unfortunately whiffs. It's unheard of. He never whiffs in 40k, but he's whiffed in Apocalypse. Ooh, maybe this is just isn't his playing field.
Alright.
But we do have the Ludas to come up next, so we'll see what they want to shoot at. Now the Ludas, another hot unit from the 40k universe,
Use the big dice if you can.
shooting at the same target because he's got those buffs on, so he wants to keep them going. So what are the stats on the Ludas exactly?
So because they're 10, they have 2 attacks,
Okay.
and the stat on the def gun is ×4.
4, okay. So this is a
8 shots.
8
gotcha,
shots.
okay. Okay, so he's gathering some dice there. We're gonna roll up the Ludas and we're gonna see can they bring down this Valiant.
So the ballistics heal 5, but they still maintain the +1, so they're hitting on 4s.
Gotcha. 4s, he's rolled it up. A bit of a whiffer there. We've got 2 hits. The 6 does generate 1 because that rule does carry over from 40k. Another 1. So 2 hits. Well, what does it wound tanks on?
It wounds tanks on 7s.
On 7s. So that means it's going to be a 6, right? Because of the +1?
+1.
Okay, sounds good. That's a 10 and a 7. That's 2 wounds. Does this have anything special with the blast markers, or is it just going to be
No,
one large
there's
blast
no
marker?
abilities.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 small blast markers, but because, you know, they combine, there's going to be a big one. So that knight has 3 large blast markers on it. It does have, I think, 6 wounds, so it's not quite dead yet. I mean, it's not going to be dead till the damage phase, but, you know, it is gravely wounded. So
That's our detachment.
that's the detachment done. So it's actually going to be the Imperials next. We'll see if we can return the firepower. Okay, now the scouts in the far building in the corner there are going to open up because this scout detachment has been activated. So that's going to be everybody in this building, the librarian, though he's not going to be doing much, and the scouts in the far building that I was just zoomed in on. They're going to be opening up on the boys because they don't really have much to shoot at. So, Anson, what are they hitting on?
These guys hit the boys on a 3.
Nice.
Of course, I roll
Another 1. Do you want to change dice? It's a strat.
This must be the fateful dice.
It's a strategy that works fairly well.
My Eldar dice are mad at me for using them for Salamanders. So
I
think
see.
I will switch to the black dice.
Okay, sounds
So
good.
that shooting at the weird boy, I hit him on a 2.
Cool. So this
Now,
sniper squad is going to
I
shoot
normally
the
hit on a
weird boy
3.
there.
Because of the sniper rule, I add 2. So I hit on a 1. But characters are always obscure, so they're -1. So I'm still hitting on a 2.
So roll a 1.
Cool.
I'm not going to roll any more 1s. I've had enough of the 1s this game. Therefore,
That's a 4 over there.
Which is not a 1.
I wound on a 7.
One's at a 7.
4.
4, so he does not.
I do not wound. Now for the
Okay, we're moving on quickly here. Infiltrators are going to go.
shooting at the bomber,
The bomber, so it's going to be the blue one, right?
the blue one.
Okay.
That's correct.
Infiltrators opening up into the bomber.
They are rapid fire, and so I am going to It is 5 models, so I get 2 shots, and I'm hitting on 4s.
Cool. He has hit both of the times. The black dice are doing well for him. Much better than the Eldar
Against
dice.
tank, 8s. So I'm looking for an 8 here.
Ooh,
6
6 and a 3. So unfortunately,
Unfortunately not.
does not happen. So that's going to be our detachment done. Again, not much done on the Imperial side. We're really just waiting for the Orks to just get in the range of most of our guns. So we'll see what the next Ork detachment activates. They don't got a lot of space to maneuver here, so they're probably going to want to move the boys up soon, but we shall see. Okay, so the next detachment to activate was the detachment with all the boys. There's no more mucking about. 170 boys have stormed forward, and I imagine this looks pretty awesome. But unfortunately, only one of them could get into combat, and that's these boys right here, the Slug of Choppas, and it's because they are within an inch of the building. So how that works is units are garrisoned into a building, and a unit only needs to be within 1 inch to fight it. Is that correct, Anson?
Base contact.
Base contact. Okay, so not even an inch, just base contact. And we did measure it up, so the Orks are in. So they'll get to strike back against everybody that's up there. So who's going to roll this one?
Izzy.
Izzy.
All right.
He's taking over the red boys.
So which units are you attacking? There's 2 units in the building.
2 units in the building.
Big dice, Izzy.
He's a what?
Big dice.
So there's 2 units in the building. Who's this going on?
Scouts.
Scouts.
Who has a wound marker already?
The scouts do have a wound marker on them. The infiltrators are untouched.
You should do it with scouts just to make sure they go away.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scouts.
So we're going to attack into the scouts.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, there's a 1 there. 2 2s and a 5. So what do you need to wound the scouts?
Strength against personnel is 7.
Okay, so on a 7, cause another blast marker. That's an 11. Izzy always rolls strong, so that means that that small blast marker is going to turn into a large blast marker, which means that it will be harder for them to save. But I think that is actually it for the whole Ork turn. Am I right?
It's a big.
Oh, they already had a big.
Yep. Oh, they already had a big.
Yep.
Okay, so I was wrong. So they had a big one. So now because they took one, it'll have a big blast marker and a small blast marker, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, just making sure we're also kind of learning this game. But yeah, so that's pretty much it on the Ork for the Ork detachment turn. At least I keep calling it turns, but it's really detachment activations. That's it for the Ork activation. They stormed up, getting ready for the next turn. They kind of need to make some space for all their stuff back here. And they took a wound off the scout, so you know that wasn't bad. But now the Imperial will answer back with firepower. And the Imperial activation next was the Christmas tree. That's what it's called.
Ceratus Knight Lancer.
Okay, Ceratus Knight Lancer, like from Gears of War. So because it's a super heavy, it can shoot and attack. Yeah, so it doesn't have to choose between the two. So what it's done here is it's ran straight into the boys, and it's gonna squish them hard.
Death.
No, it's fine. Before we do it, it's got a shooting attack, which I heard isn't that great.
We are going to know fortunately it's not. It's a shock lance ranged, hitting on 3s but wounding on 9s. which is
Wounding on
devastating.
9s. That's infantry. Or
1 hit.
1 hit, okay. So you need a 9 to wound a boy. That's a D6.
Hang on, I got a
I
little
hate to
excited.
tell you this,
I got
but
a
that's
little
a D6.
excited.
You cannot get a 9 on a D6. Now, unfortunately, that's not a 9. That's a 6.
If we turn it that way.
You could, well, see, the period tells you.
That's
I guess it's a decimal point. I don't know. Okay, so it's shooting his whip, but let's be honest, we're not here for the shooting. We're here for the stepping. So what's its profile in close combat? Look
3
like?
attacks.
3 attacks.
3 attacks with a dynamic feat.
Okay.
Dynamic feet.
Dynamic and titanic.
Whoa.
It doesn't multiply? It doesn't multiply.
Happy feet.
Doesn't look like it.
Sequel.
Then we might as well use the lance then. Let's go serious. If we're gonna use them, if we use the knight, let's use what we're supposed to.
Okay. Okay. I
So
like
we're gonna
that.
Go 3 attacks into the boys and crush them. On 3s.
I already like this game better than 40k. Jonathan,
Welcome to
Jonathan?
Apocalypse, Jonathan.
now you've never been on the channel before. You're infamous for rolling rather poorly.
Yeah. Good. Welcome everyone.
And yeah, so
I will sit back down. Thank you.
So that's it. Do you want to use one of our cards?
I did.
Do you want to use one of our cards?
No, it's
Three roll
alright.
one?
That's alright.
Okay, I guess not. Okay. Showing from the knights, everybody. I guess it's the Ork turn. Unfortunate, but I guess we'll see what the Orks can come up with because they got a little more space to do right now.
That was so sad.
All right, good job, Jonathan.
I think, honestly, maybe
He was almost gonna get promoted to corporal, but after that performance, I don't know about that.
there's got to be.
All right, so some clips have been deleted, some rules have been reread,
That's false. That's false.
and now the Morkanaut's gonna shoot into the Valiant.
We aren't really doing anything.
Maybe for the second time in another universe, who knows?
Alright,
Okay, so Morkanaut
the
opening up into the
Morkanaut.
Valiant.
It's Big Shooter, and it's what is that thing called? The Mega Shooter. It's
Wait, the
shooting.
Gorkanaut?
Yeah, the Gorg.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Death Storm Mega Shooter, yeah.
It's the Big Shooters and the Death Storm Shooter, whatever it is you just said, is shooting into this thing.
Okay.
So first, the 8-shot Mega Shooter.
Cool.
Hitting on 5s, not 4s. I don't know why you hit on 4s.
He didn't roll a single 4. There we go.
2 6s. You know what that means? 2 more hits. Oh,
One more hit. That's still pretty good.
I lied. What does it wound on, Izzy?
Infantry on 6,
There's
tanks
no,
on 8.
there's not a +1 to this.
Tanks on 8s? Oh, all 12s. Thank you very much. That is 1.
That is
That's what we're talking
one.
about. That's
Okay,
great.
so
Alright,
that's
so
that's one more small,
small.
blast marker there.
okie dokie. And then the 2 twin big shooters.
Okay, twin big shooters.
Hitting on 5s. Oh, that's 1 5. What does it wound vehicles on, Izzy?
A 9.
Thank you very much. That's an 8.
Ooh, that's an 8.
Which
of
is not a
course.
9.
But no
Okay.
cigar.
And then I have the rocket launcher left
Okay,
into this.
the Christmas tree.
You have 2 rocket launchers.
I have 2 rocket
It
launchers.
says 2 rocket launchers.
He's shooting at this because the other it's
Oh.
not in range of the Valiant.
So the second rocket launcher hits. With the Daka Daka basically. Oh, that's
That's
2
2 hits, okay.
That's disgusting. Wounding on.
7s.
That's 1 wound.
1 wound.
So one
just a
little-
small blast marker?
He didn't have one. This
He's
was just
got a
next to him.
small.
So boom, he has a small.
There we go.
Go do a big.
Do you want to just keep rolling down the line? Wait, this is a Morkanaut?
Morkanaut.
That's a
Morkanaut.
okay.
Morkanaut.
All right, so now the Morkanaut is going to be shooting into the Valiant, just really trying to bring it down.
Big yellow.
Big Yellow, as he likes to call it. Similar to the classic book by some famous writer. You know, Old Yellow?
Nope, never heard of it.
Okay, whatever, shoot it up.
Alright, so the Morkanaut is 36-inch range, twin big shooter, and custom Mega Zappa will go into the Valiant.
Cool.
And then the rocket launchers, 2 rocket launchers, as well as the custom Mega Blasta will shoot into the Cerastus. So Izzy, you want to start with the custom Mega Zappa?
Alright.
3 attacks, hitting on 5s.
Oh, that's 2 6s. That's nice. That's very,
But
that's
because
very
of
nice.
supercharge, we do take a small blast because...
Ooh, that's right. And
right.
you already had a small blast on there, so that becomes a large blast.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Okay, but Izzy does get 2 more shots. Now what happens if these are 1s?
Oh, you get another one still.
Oh, okay.
But it's basically it's +1 to hit. We forgot to mention. Supercharge adds 1 to hit.
1 to
but
wound. 1 to
1
wound.
to wound or hit?
It's 1 to wound.
It's 1 to hit.
No, it's 1 to wound.
Anson,
Anson
supercharge 1 to hit or wound?
Supercharges plus 1 to wound.
I said that.
But
I,
you take a blast marker on a 1 to hit.
Oh, that's
yes.
confusing.
We're good.
I said it.
Alright, so 3?
I called it.
Alright.
Yes. So 3 hits. What does this wound on?
It wounds on 5, so 4s.
4s.
Because of supercharge. So 1.
2 2s and a 12. So that is 1 more wound. Is there anything? Is there a? Is it just a destroyer or is it just regular?
It's regular.
Okay, so another small blast marker on there.
And the 2 twin big shooters, so 4 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s.
Cool.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And then we'll go on to what's shooting the Cerastus. The custom Mega Blasto, 1 attack.
Custom Mega Blaster. But
What'd you roll?
No.
a 2. I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but that is
Nope.
a 2 in
and then
between
2
the legs of
rocket
the knight.
launchers hitting on 5s.
2 rocket launchers hitting on 5s.
Oh,
Double 6. That means 2 more hits.
God.
No.
Okay.
And then wounding on 7s.
Only on 7s.
Let's put a large blast on him. Which
An 11 and a 2.
So.
So because of that small blast that was on there, another large blast will be added.
Oh no, that was on the Cerastus.
Oh, the Cerastus. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
The
there's,
rocket launcher's only-
so there is a large blast on the Cerastus. There we go. Okay, and then we just got this guy.
Yep. The
Yeah.
Gorkanaut over here. And I think, what are you thinking, Izzy, for shooting?
36, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's give him a sec to think about it. Now this Gorkanaut is shooting into the Crastus. That's the closest I'm gonna get. So, go ahead, open up.
Death Storm Mega Shooter, 8 shots.
8 shots.
8 shots.
Hitting on 5s.
5s. Okay, that's 3. With a Deca.
That's
There you
4.
go. That's 4.
And wounding on 8s.
Winning on 8. It's gonna be a little tough, but Izzy's known for rolling hot, so he gets 1. We got another small blast marker onto the
6, that's right.
on the Crestus. So,
Over here.
Yeah.
And
what's the
then
next gun?
Let's do the rocket launcher.
Okay.
Two rocket launches hitting on 5s. Ooh,
Double ones, unfortunate.
Snake eyes.
And then 4 shots from the twin big shooter. 1 hit.
Peppering it.
And then
Light fire.
9s to wound.
9s to
Let's turn
wound.
that into a large blast.
I can't see. What did you roll?
A 3.
A 3. Okay.
So just a small.
So just a small. Okay. So a little underwhelming from that Argonaut. So is that the whole detachment fired?
Yep, that is all 3 walkers.
As all 3 walkers fired. Okay, so they are packing on the damage, especially onto that Valiant. Now the cool thing about Apocalypse is it will at least get to play and fire and do some cool stuff before it potentially dies, and who knows, maybe it'll save some and it won't die at all. So we'll see what the Imperials choose to do next. We got a lot of boys coming up on us, and I don't know if we can deal with them all. I'm a little scared.
Alright, so Nico's 2 Basilisks will be shooting into the Morkanaut right here.
Yes.
And then the heavy bolters on each of them will shoot into this boy squad because you can't shoot into combat when it's with a super heavy, like Titanic walker.
Yes. So we'll do the first Basilisk. Hits on a 3 because of aimed fire. There
Hits
we
on a
go.
4.
Now to wound, I need a 5 against tanks.
Wounds on
That's
a
a
10. So the
Okay.
small blast turns into a big, so the Morkanaut has 2 large blasts.
Yeah, so now I'm going to shoot into the boys right in front, just on a 3. 1 hit, and it wounds personnel on a 7. So, there you go, that's an 8. So 1 small blast onto the big boy squad.
Okay.
And you want me to just go into the next one?
Yeah, just go into the second Basilisk.
Go into the second.
Easy.
Okay, so this is going to be into the Morkanaut. It's a miss on a 2. So we'll do the heavy bolter now into the boys. Nothing.
Misses?
Okay.
So the second Basilisk whiffs,
Second
but
Basilisk
the first
whiffs.
one does a little bit of damage.
Yeah. So now we're just going to go into the mortars, which is all we have left.
Yep.
I'm probably just going to put these into the boys right there.
Okay.
A red squad.
So mortars into the boys locked in with the knight.
Yes. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, here we go. So now for the final bit of shooting, we're just going to do the 2 mortar squad into the boys.
Cool.
So here is the mortars. So we'll hit them on a 3 because of the +1 because I ordered them to aim.
So 3 hits.
Oh yes. Oh, this is my mortars rolling. How did I know? So that's going to be 3 dice, and it's going to wound personnel on 8. Oh, I don't like that. That's fine. They're my mortars. Okay, so 1. So the small blast marker will turn into a large one, and then we'll just go into the next one.
Sounds good.
3s. 2 more hits,
2 hits.
and nothing there.
Nothing? Alright.
Okay, so that's my detachment fired.
Okay.
We'll go back to the orcs in the next one.
Now the rear of the Orc line has advanced up. I've been told there's not going to be too much shooting. Basically, the battle wagons, the truck here, and the Depcopters have just kind of moved up to support their boys. It's still pretty clogged back here. We'll see if we can get rid of some of these boys mobs in the next turn. So what are you shooting first?
3 Depcopters into the Cerastus.
3 Depcopters into the Cerastus.
So 3 shots hitting on 5s.
3 shots hitting on 5s.
1
1 hit.
Okay. Nope, 1 hit. What is a wound on? Is it
It moves on a 7.
7.
6?
That's a 6, unfortunately.
So I'll just
Ouch.
move quickly onto the next unit right here.
Okay.
Shooting the Cerastus.
Second unit.
5s. 1 hit.
Till's a big fan of Depcopters. Izzy is not.
12.
A 12. That is another wound.
So it turns the small one into a large one.
So we got 2 large blast markers on that guy.
And then, Izzy, do you mind if I just do my battle wagon really
Yeah,
quick?
sure.
Alright, so it just has the kill cannon and the big shooter. So what does a kill cannon hit on?
Kill cannon's got 2 attacks.
Okay, and I'll shoot this all into the Cerastus as well.
Cool.
On a 5.
Nope. And then the big shooters?
That's up to 5. How many do you have?
Just the one that it comes with.
And just 1 attack.
5s. That is very cocked. And a 1.
Okay.
So my stuff is done. So Izzy will shoot.
Izzy's up next to bat. We'll get him some dice and we'll get rolling. Okay, now this battle wagon here, also opening up into the Carestus.
It's a bone breaker.
It's a bone breaker.
So 2 kill cannon shots into the Cerastus. Hitting on 5s. Oh, double.
Double hits.
Wounding
Okay.
on 6s. I smell a double wound.
That is 2 wounds, so that's another large blast marker.
I sniffed it right.
I just farted.
Alright.
Okay, so now the tank busters are going next?
Yeah, the tank busters.
And there are tank busters inside this truck. It is a looted truck. A rhino. Something that...
So there's 5
Primaris
tank
don't have.
busters in there. So you have 2 shots
Ooh,
hitting on 5s.
hitting on 5s.
Another hit.
1 hit.
Can
Wounding
you
on
read the rule real quick?
Oh, tank hunters. You can reroll hit rolls against vehicles.
Oh, and I believe the Carestus is a vehicle. So reroll out, hit.
Light them up.
Oh, it's a 1.
Wounding on a 7.
That's okay. 7. That's a 12. Another small blast marker onto the big knight there. Is that it for your detachment?
I believe
Truck
so.
having it?
Okay.
Oh, the truck have a gun?
Does the truck have a gun? We're checking. Printed out the data sheets. They're free online, everybody. Go look them up if
We'll
you're
check.
planning to play this game. Okay, we'll check if the truck has a gun. Turns out the truck does have a gun. It's a big shooter. Hitting on a 5, wounding on a 9. That's a miss. And it was going into the Carestus, obviously.
Yep.
Okay, so that's how I was gonna sneeze. So that's the end of the Orc detachment. We're gonna go into the Imperials and we're gonna see if we can clear some of this out because I'm kind of freaking out at how little damage we're doing. I'm worried. I'm concerned.
I'm not.
I'm concerned.
You should be.
Me too.
Okay, Imperial time coming up next. Okay, now onto the Imperial turn. The intercessors, the 10 intercessors that were inside the Repulsor have gotten out looking to fight some Orcs. The Repulsor itself has come up in front of the building ready to lay down its firepower, and the 2 squads of tactical marines on the sides have also moved up just to shoot at some Orcs. Anson, what are we starting with?
We're gonna start with the Repulsor.
Okay.
So heavy onslaught Gatling cannon is going here.
Okay.
It is 4 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the captain sitting behind it. That is 4 hits.
4 hits. Yes.
Against
Imperials hit
infantry,
something.
I am rolling on 7s.
Okay.
That is 3,
Nice. So that is going to be a large blast marker plus a small one. Oh,
and
actually.
he's already got a small one, so that's 2 large.
Okay, nice.
That's disgusting. Alright.
Okay, now for the Icarus weapons,
Yes.
which are hitting this Burnham bomber,
Okay.
I am hitting on a 2,
Nice.
rerolling 1s.
Cool.
I don't like that.
Dale says he doesn't like it.
Aw.
I do. I couldn't see.
Rerolling-
I couldn't
rerolling
see that.
ones.
Oh my gosh! Can the Imperials?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Wounding a tank on a 10.
Nice.
Rules a 9?
No.
4 off. What? Oh, come on, Icarus. A 10.
Alright, so the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, which was going at the front squad
Okay.
there,
Nice.
it is 1 shot. I am hitting on a 3, rerolling 1, and wounding on an 8.
Cool.
Hits?
Oh, it's hit.
No, it's not
No
a wound.
wound.
Now for the Onslaught, the other Onslaught Gatling Cannon.
Okay.
2 hits, again, 3s and 1s, and this time I'm wounding on a 7 if I get any hits.
Awesome.
Would you say that's cocked or a 2?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rerolling 1s. How many times am I going to reroll this die? There we go.
There you go.
These are on 7s.
On 7s. It's a 9 and a. Those 2 9s, right?
2 9s.
Oh yes.
What was that on?
Oh, thank you.
That's on
Grace.
this front squad right here.
Front
They
squad.
take another large blast.
Another large blast. Ooh. Ooh.
And then the defensive weapon systems also did 2 attacks.
Cool.
So again, 3s, rerolling 1s.
6 and 4. That's a hit.
And on 7s,
7s.
One
One
more.
more. Cool. Okay, so we're piling onto those boys.
so that's the repulsor done.
That's the repulsor done. So we'll see what the tech marines and the intercessors want to shoot in a little bit.
So I'll start with the intercessors.
Oh, I guess we're doing it now.
Yeah. It's pretty quick. 15 from the building. It's in rapid fire range.
Ooh. That's right. He is shooting at the building because the orcs are engaged in the building, right? That's how that works.
That's correct. So
Okay.
rapid fire, so I'm going to get 4 attacks.
Nice.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Cool.
Okay.
That's 3 hits. Beautiful.
Against tank, I am rolling on an 8.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, but still 3 hits
Okay.
because of the -1.
Guess the burn a bomb.
That is 2 ones.
Awesome.
Alright, so you just add a
That's
big
nice.
blast to that.
That's nice.
Izzy,
That's
could you
that's
put that
very
on
nice.
the burn a bomb?
Okay. Burn bomb is taken. How many does the burn bomb
He
have
has
right
a
now?
small one so far. So he's a big and a small.
A small and a big. Okay. Cool.
Okay, this tactical squad is going to be firing their bolt guns
Okay.
are going to go here,
Okay.
and then their plasma cannon is going to go here.
Nice.
So bolt guns first, use not within 12.
Gate.
So I'm going to get just one shot.
Sounds good to me.
It's strength, it's user, and that's a squad of 10, so 2 shots.
Oh, nice.
I'm not re-rolling ones. Okay, that is 1.
Nice.
And I'm wounding on a 9.
That's a wound.
That's a wound.
There you go.
That was against the Dakajet?
Yes.
Dakajet on the left. So Dakajet on the left takes a small
yes.
blast marker.
So
This
now
one?
it's, yeah, so now that's a large.
Yeah, large.
Cool.
Then the plasma cannon, which I am not supercharging.
Okay.
So that'll be hitting you on a 3.
Okay.
That is a hit.
That's
I
a
think on
hit.
a 4 because it's an aircraft.
That's true. You're right. The bolt gun hit on a 4, so we were okay there. But the plasma gun unfortunately misses.
Okay, so here,
Okay.
they're going to shoot at this first one here.
Okay.
Okay.
And these are the Marines right over
Yes.
there. I don't know if you can see them. They're behind the Valiant.
So bolt guns hitting on 3s, wounding on 9s.
Okay. One hit.
They're within 6 of the captain.
Ooh.
Nope.
Still miss.
Wounding on a 9. 4. No.
No wound.
And then the plasma cannon. 4. No.
Does not hit, unfortunately. So, is that the whole detachment fired?
I just have the captain,
The captain, okay.
and he's only got melee weapons, so
He's only got melee weapons.
that is it.
Alright, so that's the Salamanders fired. They're putting some hurt onto the boys. I can respect that. But then it'll be the Orc activation. What do you guys have left to activate on this side?
Just our Supreme Command ones right here.
Supreme Command?
And
Okay.
there is a weird boy thing where you can draw cards, but they aren't in range of the boys in order to do that action, so we will just be moving them up really quick.
Okay.
But after that, it'll be the rest of your guys' detachments.
Yay. Alright, now the Orc activation was very brief. It was just the Supreme Command moving up, right?
And we just had forgot to move the Storm Boys with the one of the Outrider attachments, so we just moved them up really quick.
Okay.
But the Supreme Command is just kind of bringing up the rear, shouting commands to the boys.
Right, nice. Okay, so for the rest of this round, it's going to be Imperial activation, which is good for us because we need to start putting some hurt down. But remember, this isn't all of the Orcs. There's still a few laying in reserve, particularly the vehicles.
Our Speedwog.
The Speedwog is still coming in. They're a bit late, but how can you blame them? So I'll hand the camera off to Dill, and we will do the rest of the Imperial turn.
Alright, so the next detachment that was activated was the 3 Little Knights and the Big Knight. So, the Little Knights can either shoot or attack in close combat. Obviously, these 2 are not in combat, so they will be shooting. This one engaged the boy squad who's already taken 2 large blast markers. And the hurt Valiant has moved up and is ready to unload his payload into the Orcs. So what will you start with, Jonathan?
Let's start with the baby knight and melee.
Alright.
2 attacks on 3s.
2 hits.
That's how we do it.
Already an improvement.
That is solid.
This is just, unfortunately...
D12.
D12.
Oh yeah, that switched up. That'll definitely help. It'll definitely improve my odds.
Rolling a 7.
7s.
You got 1.
Come on.
So 1 little blast marker onto the boys.
Yay.
Alright, so one thing that was forgotten, the 2 last cannons on the repulsor, we forgot to shoot, so Ansys is going to do that really quick.
Okay, this is the black one.
Yep, into this guy right here.
3s are rolling 1s.
2 hits.
2 hits. And then 5s. 6s.
Oh, 6 is because of the custom force field.
So 6s. So,
So
9
nice.
and 2, so that's 1.
So 1 small blast onto the Gorkanaut.
So you can make it large.
Alright, up next, where the Armiger fought in combat over here, his 2 little brothers are going to shoot. What are they going to shoot?
We'll go 1 Gorkanaut, 1 Warkanaut.
Alright, so first one into this one or this one?
We'll go black.
Alright, into the black one. Hitting
Nope.
on 2? Nope.
Nope.
So misses both.
Thanks for playing.
That's sad.
We will take... Almighty. I swear to God. Stupid game. Let's try the Valiant.
You want to switch dice?
Wait, you missed with both of the Armigers already?
Yes, of course I did.
Oh, wow,
Yes,
wow,
of
wow,
course I
wow,
did.
wow, wow, wow.
Alright, we're going to take a break. We're going to burn the dice and try something else.
Okay.
Maybe
Right.
sacrifice the chicken.
Alright, so the Armiger's thermal spears failed, but he'll shoot both melty guns into the boys right here.
2 hits. We need 11s, so there's a pretty good chance here.
Oh no, that was so close.
Hey, the dice
close.
brought you hope. And they crushed.
Feels bad.
Okay.
Jonathan, are you sure you want to switch dice?
So the Knight Valiant, Jonathan switches dice. His other dice have betrayed him.
We're going black.
And there's a lot of split firing happening, so he will explain it as it goes.
Alright, we'll start with the big conflagration cannon. Into the
Alright.
void.
He's gonna
We're gonna hear the
conflagrate the
screams
boys.
of the
Oh, wait,
boys.
they're auto hits though. Because
The auto hit, so I'm wounding on a 4.
Nope, D12s, D12s.
Oh,
D12s.
sugar plums. Can you miss with? Yes, you can miss with 2 of them, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, so that's a big marker.
Yep. So big markers add to these boys. They are really taking a pounding, but you know, orcs are known for their armor saves, right, Izzy? Exactly.
Shield breaker missile on the war boss.
Shield breaker missile into the war boss. Oh,
Boss obscure -1.
Yeah.
-1 to hit. So roll a 1.
a 4?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a 3.
The harpoon of glory at the croissant.
Yes, come on.
1 shot on a 3. Oh no, 3 going to 4.
uh-oh. That's a 3. Oh, that's a
It
2.
was off the table, doesn't count.
Oh, I don't know about that
No,
one.
I'm just kidding.
Next weapon.
We don't do that.
Twin meltas. This is 2.
And you have 2 of them, so
There's
you
2,
you
so
roll
4 total.
dice.
This is that blue.
That's getting crazy when you roll 4 ones. Oh my god.
Oh, there's 3 hits.
All right, now we switch. This is a beautiful 4 on the tank. Do they qualify as a tank or personal? It's got to be a
Tank.
tank.
It's
Yeah.
tank.
Come on, baby, 4 higher. We got 2. There's a big blast marker.
Yay.
So a big blast is added to the burn bomber, which already has a big blast.
It's gonna have 2 now.
So now, yeah,
Two
2
big.
big.
Two
blasts.
big and 1 small.
And what else
And
is left?
finally, twin siegebreaker cannons on the red. So we're looking for 4s again.
Nice.
2, 50-50, switch. These are 7 or higher. And those are 2 6s. Would you like to zoom in on the 2 6s?
So for everyone who doesn't know how numbers work, 6 is less than 7, so that doesn't work.
There's the devil.
I gotta get out of this house.
So is that everything from this detachment?
Yeah.
Jonathan is struggling a little bit. He invited us into into his home, and we
Hey, listen.
the
it's
orcs
okay.
the orcs put bad juju on his
Game
dice.
over.
It's okay. Once again, the guard are gonna have to come in and save the day like they always do. Here
So
we
I
go.
will cut it
It's
there
only guard
after
detachments
that.
left. Here we go.
Nico,
Let's
you do know it's not April Fool's, right?
No,
Oh, all
I
right.
wasn't joking.
Okay, so Nico is activating with his Lehman Rust detachment. He will be using the Punisher Lehman Rust first and splitting
Yes.
the fire a little bit. So what are you doing?
That is correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this into the croissant in the middle because this one's basically already dead. It's got 2 large blast markers on it, which it can't save, so it'll die at the end of this turn. So we're gonna put the Punisher into the croissant in the middle, and then we're gonna put the heavy bolters into
The boys right here, right?
the boys in combat with the knight, which I can't do because
Yes.
they're in combat with the knight. So we'll go with the heavy bolter first.
Okay,
That's going to be a total of 3 shots.
cool.
Because I've only got 3 of them. Am I doing that right? Yes. Okay, so now he's going to be hitting on 2s because he did aim. And he's a tank commander, so
Okay,
2s. There we go, look at that.
so 3 hits.
3 hits.
What are they wounding on?
Wounding on only 7s, I believe. Heavy bolter, yeah. So this is a 7 against infantry. Nothing.
Nothing, wow. Okay.
Unfortunate. That's fine. So, because I'm a Russ and I stood still, I can shoot twice. And the Punisher has 6 shots.
So
1,
that
2,
will
3,
be
4, 5,
12 shots.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, that thing is supersonic, so it's going to be a -1 to hit. So I'm going to be hitting on 3s. A lot of dice.
Oh wow, strong.
Strong, strong.
1 miss.
1 miss, so that'll be 3, 6, 9, 10. So 10. 10.
11 or 2 missed ones?
I only missed once.
Yeah, so 11.
Oh, you're right. I forgot to fire a shot. Okay, I missed anyways. There you go. That's still a story, everybody. Dice never lie. But this is only going to be wounding you on 10s. Because you're
okay.
a vehicle. Come on. Give me some. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so 2 large blasts are added to that croissant, so that one will also be gone next turn as well.
Yes, but wait. But wait.
Wait, what?
You activated my trap card.
Whoa, what is that?
Hunter Killer Missile. This command asset can be used after an Imperium, Chaos, or Genestealer Cult's vehicle. I'm not Genestealer Cults today, but from your army has made a shoot action. When you select one enemy unit that is visible to the unit and roll 1d6. If the result is equal to or greater than your unit's ballistic skill characteristic, place 1 blast marker next to that unit. If the unit is heavy or super heavy, place 2 blast markers next to it instead.
Ooh, so where are you going to shoot that thing?
I think I'm going to shoot it at the I'm working on.
All right, so is
Taking
it?
some fire.
It is heavy.
Yep, so on a 2+, because
So what are you going to roll?
a 2.
A 1. Oh.
Okay, well, hold
what
on.
was that?
Hang
What
on
was
a minute.
that? What
Hang
was
on a
that?
minute. Hang on a minute. We got other things.
Can you reroll a hit? Is that a hit roll though?
I don't know. Is it a hit roll?
I don't think it is.
Just roll on a die, I think.
Well, that's unfortunate.
No.
That's fine. I didn't want to use it. See, it's because they echo their Warhammer 40k counterparts, where they literally do nothing.
Not when I roll them.
You don't have all your camera rolls. Don't talk to me.
All right, up
course
next
I will
is the Executioner Lehman Russ, if I am correct. The last cannon will be shooting into the Morkanaut right here, and all of its plasma weaponry will be shooting into the reddish pink Dakajet in the corner over there.
That is correct.
So would you like to do the last cannon first?
Let's do the last cannon
Make
first.
it easy.
Hits on a 2, because I stood still, and I'm a tank commander.
Oh, is that a 1 again?
No, that's a 6.
Just kidding. Literally,
Calm down.
Literally the opposite.
Calm down.
Wounding on.
Calm down. Last cannon wounds on a 5.
All right.
6 because of field.
6 because of field. Oh, and what's that?
A 6.
I get what
so
I
it is
need.
-1 to wound
I
on
get what
this
I need,
because of a
everybody.
custom force field, but he did roll a 6, so that is fine. Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so now we
small
got the
ones?
plasma cannons.
so a small blast is added to this guy.
So plasma cannons will be. Oh, I need to hit first. So on 3s because of the -1,
And this is on the Dakajet.
and a +1 because of the. Because I aimed. So that's 2 hits, and then it will be 7s to wound though. 6s though because I did overcharge.
Okay, cool.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. So that is a large marker.
So-
Thank you, Izzy.
I mean, it's technically dead, but I'm gonna shoot the plasma cannon because I haven't played yet, and I would like to. So the
Well, you did play earlier, but you didn't do anything, so.
so the executioner plasma cannon, I can shoot this twice because I'm a Lehman Russ. 2 hits
2 hits. Nice. Nice.
and 7s. 6s, sorry, because of the to +1 to wound, but I got both of them.
Okay, so another large blast is added to the Dakajet.
Yay!
And finally, well, he does have his back 2 Lehman Russes
Back 2
left.
Lehman
But
Russes
after that, all he has is Eleanor, the Imperial Knight. Okay, so Nico has commanded his Lehman Russes.
Yes.
Both heavy bolters will go into this boys squad right here.
Yes.
And the battle cannons will go into Big Yella.
Yeah.
All right.
So on a 3+ on the boys squad, because I did stand still. Normal ballistic skill is a 4+.
What was that?
That's the heavy bolter.
Okay,
So that's
nice.
1 hit, and that's going to be a 7 to wound. Nope.
Nope. And then the second one?
Sure, we'll do the second one.
Yeah, might as well. It's easy.
Okay.
6 to
A
hit.
6, and then a 7 to wound. No.
4, so no.
Okay, so now we'll do the battle cannons. This is going to go into the Morkanaut in the middle there.
Yep.
So this is going to be hitting on 3s. And I'm firing twice because of Lehman Russes.
Yep, so this is the first one.
So 2 hits.
2 hits.
Now it's only going to be wounding on 6s, but -1, so 7s. 2 wounds.
Alright, so 2 wounds. So
There you
another
go.
large blast is added to this guy. He's sitting on 3 large blasts and 1 little one, so he's
Okay.
taking some damage.
And then we're just going to do the
Second
second battle
Lehman Russ.
cannon.
Yep.
And just there. We already did the heavy bolter in the boys, so on 3s.
Ooh,
double 1s.
double 1.
Can't reroll those, I'm not
Alright,
Cadian.
so that's all of the Lehman Russes for Nico, so we
Yeah.
will move on to Eleanor. So guys, I lied a little bit. The guardsmen over here will be activating. They'll be shooting all their last guns into the boys that are in combat with the Cerastus Knight. He's just going to do them all
Yeah,
together.
we're going to do them all at the same time just because I want to shoot at. So these guys are going to be hitting me on 4s, and they get 2 attacks each, or 2 shots each, I should say. So 1 hit, 2 hits. And then we're going to be moving on a last gun, an 8. Get 1.
So one of the small blasts turns into a large.
Yeah.
Alright, so finally, Eleanor, after waiting this entire round, gets to unleash all of her firepower. So what is she starting with?
Yes, she's going to start off with her Avenger Gatling Cannon. She's going to put it into these boys here.
Okay.
So this is going to be on 2s because she stood still and aimed. 2s. Nice.
4 hits.
4 hits. And that's going to be 4s to wound. Infantry. All of them.
So 4 wounds.
So 2 more big blast markers on them.
Ooh, that could actually, I think that actually might take him out. Uh-oh. Alright, up next, the rapid fire battle cannon is going into Big Yella.
Yeah. So I'm hitting on 2s again.
Okay.
Die. 4 hits.
Nice.
Thank you, aiming. And then it's going to be. So you're -1 to wound, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 7s to wound, I believe. Yep, 7s to wound. 1.
1 wound.
Oh no, sorry, this is a 9.
Oh, a 9?
Thank you, Underline.
All right, so another large blast marker is added to the Mork. And you want to just do the Icarus rocket pod?
Yeah, we'll do the Icarus real quick.
And that's going into big yellow as well.
Yes, sir. So that's going to be 2 shots. Hitting on, does anti-air give a minus, but it's not shooting air? Okay, so on 2s.
2 hits?
Yeah.
Good thing you took aim.
Good thing I took aim. This is only going to be putting you on 9s though, because it's 8s normally. 1.
All
Nice.
right. So we'll see how many. Basically, from that, he added 2 more. He added a 1 large, and there's already a small, so there'll be another large there. And these boys took 6 large, so I'm pretty sure they will be gone. And that is all of the activation. So we will go into the next phase. It's my first time playing Apocalypse, so I will soon find out what that phase is.
Just damage.
Damage.
Okay, so after all the activations, we go into the damage phase. So how does that phase work, you ask?
So, for every large blast marker, you roll a d6 versus your save characteristics to save it. For every small, you roll a d12. After you roll, you take damage for every failed save. Then after you take that damage, you roll your morale. So, for example, this is 4. You roll a d6. Add the 4 to it, compare it to the value. If that number is lower than the number you need, you take another. You don't take a damage marker. If it's above, you do. So, for example, if this is 6, and I rolled a 3 here, that's 7. Morale leadership's only 6, so you take an additional damage.
Ooh, dirty. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out when we start rolling. So, what do you guys want to roll up first? You said super heavies roll first.
Super heavies first.
All right, so the Knight Valiant who took some opportunistic shots.
5s.
No saves!
Okay, so he's got 1 wound left.
Jonathan had the home field advantage and didn't help him.
No, they have 2, don't they? They have 2 wounds.
No, that's the big one. The small ones have 2
So he
wounds.
takes
takes
4
4
damage
wounds.
markers, and because he's taken more than half, he's also critically wounded.
Ooh.
Ouch.
So do you keep those markers though, still?
He stays.
Oh, the
Yeah.
markers stay.
No, and because now what happens is that he's got to roll morale. So what's the morale?
Oh, you do the morale immediately
Leadership
after
is 7.
damage?
He's got 6 wounds. So we're down to 2, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to roll morale.
What in the living hell game are you playing?
Leadership is a
Morale 7. I got 1 model. The morale's not an issue.
morale 7.
What do I have to do?
Roll a d6.
Don't roll a 4
Tell me what's
plus.
going to happen first.
If you fail your morale, you take another damage marker.
So it has to be 7 or higher?
No, 7 or below. You want to get under.
Can I roll a d6?
D6.
Okay, roll a d6.
So what are you looking for? You rolled a 4.
4.
So you do take another.
So
damage.
plus 4 is 8.
Oh,
his
that's
leadership
above his
value
leadership.
is 7.
So you take 1
He
damage?
takes an additional damage.
Oh, 1 wound left on the Valiant.
He's not dead though.
He's alive.
He's not dead though.
Can someone check the rules?
It's okay. We all know this one's your favorite.
Up
Yes,
next,
well,
Yes.
the Cerastus Knight, aka the Christmas tree, as it's been known today. It has 3 large blasts, so roll those dice.
To increase my odds, I'm going to use a d12.
You're not allowed to do that.
Oh.
If they were small, you would be.
Come on, give me a 1, baby.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
So 2 wounds go through,
2 ones go through. He's got 4 remaining.
and his morale
Let's
is...
double check. I apologize.
So with morale 7, if he rolls a 6 on this, he takes another
Thanks
damage.
for pointing that out, Anson.
Oh, he rolled a 5.
Alright.
Yep, living life on the edge, I
Which
like
means he
it.
takes the damage.
Oh, that's right, because it's over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, your leadership what?
7.
He
are
rolled
you
a
guys-
5.
Why are you so happy to put
Because
wounds
it's an
on my
8. That's an
9?
8. 5 plus 3 is 8.
Yes.
5 plus 3 is 8.
Oh, you added to the damage markers, not the wounds you take?
Right.
Oh.
Let's play Apocalypse, they said.
Everybody comment, oh. The scouts in the building have a large blast marker and a small blast marker. So
So
you're
I'll be rolling a d6 and a d12. Because they're in a building, the lowest save they can get is a 6+. So I'm looking for a 6+ on both of these.
Ooh.
10 and 2, so I take 1 damage. They only have 1 wound. That unit is removed.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
apocalypse. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, they are in a building.
Where'd the scouts go, you ask? They're dead. They only had 1 wound, but there's 5 models. But this is apocalypse.
Yeah.
All right, Nico.
Tell your jokes. Tell your jokes. So, my heavy weapon squad,
Oh yeah, we messed them up at the start. That was so long ago. I forgot.
mess them up is a strong word.
All right, fail
But
all
they
the
could
saves.
potentially die. So they're in a building.
Okay.
So they get 6s here.
Okay, but
Norm-
what markers do you have?
Normally they'd be dead. I've got a large, I got a small.
Okay, roll those.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Oh, I get what you mean.
I'm doing it. 6s, come on. Oh,
11?
11 and a 3, so the heavy weapon squad is unfortunately killed.
Oh, they only have one wound too?
They only got one wound.
Oh my god.
There's 6 guys there. How is that possible?
Where the heavy weapons die next to their brothers, the other ones say, "Are we gonna die?"
No, of course not. See, I need a 6 on it, on this one.
A 10!
Okay, so these guys are okay.
That's a save.
Oh boy, I need
Now
to do
you need to roll
leadership.
morale.
Oh,
Morale. Okay,
uh-oh.
so my leadership is only 4.
But you can use your commander's
I can use my
leadership.
commander's
Oh,
leadership.
wait, there's no commander in that detachment.
Wait, isn't it? Isn't it? You said it was a high. It was Basilisk, isn't it?
Well, there's got to be a character.
Character commander.
Okay. Well, on a 4+.
Okay.
Well, on a 5, I'll run.
Run.
This isn't the time to roll a 5. There we go.
It's
They're
3.
still around.
So they are fine.
Yeah.
They
so
see
that's
their
the
brothers
last game.
die, and,
job,
and they take the ammo from their bodies and say, "We'll shoot turn 2.
Good job, boys. Good job.
Alright, so there's a small marker on the tacticals back here. What do you need?
They have a 6-up save even in the open.
Oh, and he's got a D12. So basically a 4-up at this point. He rolls a
We're good?
10. He says, "What save?"
And then the morale is a 6. So if I roll a 6,
They run.
then they could run.
Oh wow.
Space Marines.
This game escalates very quickly. A 6.
Space Marines.
Do you
And they
think-
shall know no rules.
No fear. No fear.
Oh, so you need to roll double
There we
6?
go.
Okay. Interesting stuff.
Now that the Imperials have now we're supposed to alternate technically, but we didn't really care, so we just kind of did it side by side. It's important for the Knights because they can blow up. That's why we did them first, and then we just did the rest of our casualties. So now the Daka Jets have to take their saves.
Yeah, so unfortunately, each of these flyers, they have 8+ saves. And because they have large blast markers, they can only save on a D6.
Oh,
And what can't you roll on a D6?
probably the numbers 7 through 12.
That is correct. So Izzy, first Decajet dead because it has 3 blast markers. Thank you for playing. The Burnabama dead has 3 blast markers. Thank you for playing. And our humble leader, the Croissant, flies back to the bakery and says,
Oh, he's
"This is
blown
not
up.
my fight."
Oh, he's dead.
He's gonna come back with the baker's dozen in the next match.
He's dead.
So the air wing is gone, and we'll roll up the other stuff because maybe we'll actually get to roll for some stuff.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, now the Orc boys are going to take their saves, and how many blast markers are on there?
6, and they have 6 wounds,
Whoa.
and they have an 8+ save,
Oh.
10+.
10+ save,
Oh.
and you can't roll a 10 on a
Another one,
D6.
5.
So
Which means, oh my, you can.
say goodbye.
That's how many? 30?
30 boys.
Oh my.
And another one's gone. And another one's gone.
Jeez, that is.
Oh, that we'll get copyrighted for that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of models off the board. Cool.
Oh, and one thing, you did destroy the air wing detachment, so you get to draw a card.
A card. Yeah.
Victory point.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
card
interesting. Okay, so we got rid of one mob of boys. Okay, now the boys on the far side that got into a fight with an armiger, they have 2 large blast markers, right?
Yeah, so they just take 2 automatic wounds.
Okay, so 2 automatic wounds because they can't save, plus their morale, which is.
No, we get it, and then we have a small blast. So we
Oh,
have
small blast.
10+ save on
Oh,
a
okay.
12.
Oh, I didn't know there was a small blast.
So no.
A 5,
So
so
take 3 wounds.
so 3 wounds on those guys.
What are the morale of the boys, Jonathan?
10.
Makes
10.
the
Morale.
Oh, just kidding. Not 10.
Yeah, 10 is the save.
All right. What is the boys' round?
Leadership of 30 boys?
Yep.
Yes.
7.
7. So you have 3 on there, right? Or is it only large blast markers?
So 5 or 6.
Okay, so 5 or 6.
We don't.
You guys are
So
good?
you're okay.
All right, cool.
Okay, who do you want to roll for next?
Let's just do the boys right here who have 1 large blast.
These boys? Okay.
They'll just take a wound, so we just have to roll for the morale.
I don't think you can fail because you only got 1.
Nope,
So you're at 7.
we can't fail that. So do you
It's true.
have a wound marker for them?
Nice. Looters in the building. Also, can looters in the building? What's their leadership?
Well, they actually do have a save because we do have a 6+ save.
That's
in
true.
cover.
That's true. Buildings.
Would you like to roll a D12, or is it a D6 or a D12? It's a large blast, so it's a D6. So on a 6, we save on the looters. Nope.
No,
So we
not
take
quite.
1 wound on them.
How many wounds do the looters have?
How many models are in there?
There are 10.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
2
Okay,
wounds.
nice.
All right, and then morale. What is their morale?
The leadership of 10 models is only 5.
Oh, so they could run. A 5?
5. Yep, that's over it.
That's
Oh, well, we do have a card here. I
Oh.
think we will use it.
Oh.
Insane bravery.
What?
Oh, we failed the morale test, you asked? No, we didn't. We passed it. Thank you very much.
What? What? How many command points was that?
It was a command asset.
I think you're stuck in the wrong game still.
I don't like this game.
All right, so they've taken 1 damage and they're critically wounded.
Yes. Okay, so now the Morkanaut is saving. He's got 5 large blasts on him, and he does have a 6-up save, so it is possible. And it's Izzy rolling, so I wouldn't put it past him. 6s.
Oh.
Just 1, and it only does have 4 wounds, so fortunately that thing is dead.
And there is someone inside of him, so...
Oh yeah.
Emergency disembark.
Ooh, some rules. We're learning. We'll read up the emergency disembark rules and then we'll come back. Okay, so it turns out the emergency disembark rules, because there is a dude with a KFF in there, it's going to be, you roll a dice and on a 1 it'll just take a large blast marker or just a blast marker?
A blast marker.
A blast marker, okay? A 3.
Good.
So he's good.
We just get tell.
So he's just gonna get out, a little happy boy.
And Big Yellow's gone, but Little Yellow is there.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Oh.
Careful, don't break him like last time.
That never happened.
Okay, and now this Morkanaut over here, he also has a large blast on him. Is it the same save as the Morkanaut?
6.
Okay, so 6 up to save this one. Ooh, it was close, but no. So you do take a wound on this bad boy.
And what's his leadership?
His leadership is 5.
Okay, so on a 5 up, he'll take another wound. Nope, they're good. Okay, and I think that's it for the orc casualties, right?
truck.
The
And the
truck.
truck.
Oh, right.
That's the
It was
last
shot
one.
at with a tank bust, isn't it? So what's the save on the truck?
We don't have that information.
We don't have that information. We're looking it up.
Stand by.
Okay, so now the truck over here, which looks strikingly like a rhino, has a small blast marker on it, so on an 8+, you can save this. That's a 4. Not quite what he needed. So that truck will take a wound. How many wounds do trucks have? We'll look it up and get back to you. But I think that's basically...
They have 2 wounds. But it is
basically-
leadership 4, so it could...
Oh, that is leadership 4. Okay, we're not done. We're not done. Oh, okay. So on a, what, a 4+?
Yeah, on a 4+.
On a 4+, it's dead. A 2.
It's fine.
Okay,
Right.
we're all good. Don't
That
worry.
was pretty
So the
close.
tank busters in there will go unscathed. But okay, so that's gonna be it. We'll remove some casualties there, and some stuff is hurting, but you know, we're just kind of still learning the game. And now the orcs are going to get a lot closer. Their reinforcements are going to come onto the board. And I think the next turn is when we're really going to see what Apocalypse is all about, I guess. So we'll roll up for initiative after, I think, right? Is that what we do at this turn? So we're going to roll up for initiative, and then we'll see you in the next turn.
So for battle round 2, initiative will be rolled. We roll a d12. Anton rolls a d6. Let's go. On a d6, a 4.
4. That's not bad. That's not bad.
A 9. And the orcs go first again.
That's fine, that's
Yeah.
Alright, go first.
Okay, so now before we go into the next battle round, there is one thing we forgot, and that is the routing phase. So, Dill, why don't you explain to us what exactly is going on right now? Because I don't
Yeah.
really understand it.
So these orcs have taken damage, and if you take damage and you're out of your command range of the detachment's commander, you basically run off the table. And
Okay.
our detachment commander's over there, the war boss right there.
Oh no.
And you have to be within 12 to be in command. Unfortunately, these guys aren't within 12, so they run off the table.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, there they go. Okay, so another squad of boys is dead, and that's really more of a misplay than any, more of a lack of rules knowledge than a kind of a misplay on the orc side, but there's still a lot of boys on their side, so they can still definitely put some hurt in, and they are angry, and they are going to charge us. So now we will go into the next turn for the orcs. Okay, so now top of the second battle round, orders have happened, and Dill wants to use a psychic power.
Yeah, so we're going to use Scryer's Gaze. So basically what happens
Oh.
is we use one of our psychers. We have a bunch of weird boys, so we'll just use one in the back over here. Who's probably
Okay.
not going to do anything else.
Cool.
And after all orders have been issued, but before being revealed, we can basically select up to 3 enemy detachments, and we can reveal those detachment orders.
Oh, okay.
And then we can replace the orders issued to any our detachments based upon that.
Okay,
So we basically get to see 3 of yours.
okay, but before you do that, I'm going to play my own trap card called Perils of the War.
Oh.
So basically, I don't know if you guys can see that. This command asset can be used when your opponent uses a command asset as a psychic power. After they select the unit to manifest the power before its effects are resolved, when used, roll 1d12 if the result is equal to or greater than the leadership characteristic of the unit manifesting the power. Place 1 blast marker next to it. So what's the leadership on that weird boy?
Ooh, let me check. The weird boy is
He's checking everybody.
4.
A 4.
So on a D12.
On a d12, could you hand me one, please? Okay, so on a d12, can I get higher than a 4? An 8. Okay, so the weird boy takes a blast marker. Yay, command assets. That was cool. Okay, so you're gonna take a look at our what's now?
3 of your detachment commands.
Okay, you want to look at all the Cadian ones?
Nope. See the knights.
Okay.
This one.
This one.
Oh, okay, coming over.
Moving.
Okay.
Okay,
Moving.
moving.
Which one?
Third one.
Probably doesn't matter what they're.
The Cadian.
They're all gonna take aim. Probably Eleanor.
Oh, I mean,
Taking aim.
she's taking aim, man.
All right.
Okay, so do you guys want to change any of your orders now?
Honestly, I don't think that changes too much,
Okay,
but it does help us in what we want to activate first.
cool, sounds good. Okay, so then Orks do have the initiative here, so we'll let them move their first detachment and then we'll get back to you. Okay, so here we are. Before we go into the moving or the detachment picking, we're just going to reveal what our orders were, because that is an important part of the game. So as you can see, most of our Cadian stuff has taken aim. Eleanor has taken aim. These guardsmen have chosen to advance, though, because I'd like to get them out of the way so the Dreadnoughts can move. The Repulsor's little detachment has advanced. Cadians over there have taken aim. And the scouts have taken aim, so they'll be a +1 to hit.
Super heavies are.
Now over here we got the knights. Those two are advancing, which was revealed with the psychic power earlier, but there you go. So what's happening over here on the orc side?
Pretty much every detachment except the boys. The boys are charging,
Nice.
and everything except the shock attack guns and the Ludas are advancing. These
Okay.
guys are going to take aim, and then the rest of our army is just going to advance. Advance.
Cool. Okay, so now we'll pick the detachments and then we'll see what the orcs do first. Okay, so the orcs' first pick for their detachment move was the
Charging boys.
charging boys, and you've chosen to advance with them, correct?
We did the charge one.
The charge one,
Assault.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, sorry, I say advance, but advance is actually an order that lets you. It does the assault, yeah. That one.
All right, so basically we engage the shooter boys into the building so they can attack the infiltrators.
Yep.
These boys, we still need to decide who they're going to attack, but they engaged all 3 of these.
Okay.
And then these boys engage the warglaive over there.
Cool.
Warglaive. So what are you thinking we should go? You want to just go with these guys first?
Yeah, we'll just go down the line. Let's pile
So
them
it's not alternating fighting or anything. It's just your attacks, right?
Yeah. So we're
Okay,
gonna pile
cool.
them in and we'll start.
So we're starting off here on the right side. These boys are attacking this armiger. It's a lot of attacks coming in.
So there's 20 that we got in range. So
Okay.
that's 2 attacks, and then slugger choppers are times 3. So that'd be
Nice.
6.
6 attacks.
And these are hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
3.
A little under average. 2, looks like.
2.
Moving on.
What are you wounding on?
Wounding on 9s.
9s.
Looks like.
So that's 1. So we're going to put 1 blast marker onto that armiger. Okay, those boys took a little chunk out of them.
Okay.
And these armigers do only have 1 wound, so you know they could be getting them closer to death. Do you guys just want to get onto these boys here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 into here, and then the third one into the big knight.
Good.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So we'll do the same thing. 6 into the armigers.
Alrighty.
Hitting on 3s again.
Beautiful.
I do believe we get deck and melee.
Probably double check that really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll double check that. Give us a sec. Okay, so we checked the rules, and it turns out 6s in combat do generate hits like Daka Daka does in shooting. So go ahead, roll them up. Beautiful, another 2 hits. And they're 6s. A little flabbergasted at Izzy's ability to roll 6s.
7.
7.
All right.
What's your anti-tank?
It's only on 9s.
Izzy scored 5 out of 6.
I love
Way to dice. How many? I see 111 here.
1.
Just 1. So another small blast
That's
marker.
a 6, right?
Yeah, that one's a 6. So another small blast marker on which armiger was it?
it. It was this one. Yeah. Sorry, not yet.
The one in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna go into the big knight now.
Yeah, we have 2 attacks on the big knight.
Cool.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. 1 hit.
And wounding on
And that.
9.
That's a 12. Oh my goodness.
I didn't
Okay.
realize those dice had 12s. I've never seen one.
So now they take a huge chunk out of that knight. Those boys just chopping away at his legs, and they do enough damage to cause him. He'll be able to save it though.
All right,
Hopefully.
then you can do. So you want to do the shooter boys attacking these guys up here?
The shooter boys? Yeah, sure. So how many are in range?
20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
So they get 2, and then they get close combat, so only 4 attacks. These are hitting on 3s.
Here we go.
So just 1.
Just one.
And
Balances out a little bit.
on a 7.
I can't see. What is that?
10.
A 10? Okay.
Light one. All right, so that's all the attacks for those guys.
Okay.
But what we will do now is
Oh,
we'll be
cards.
doing. What will we be doing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Warpath.
Warpath.
Psychic power.
Hold on.
Oh.
Do we have? Go ahead, do it. I don't think we have any more psychic cards.
So basically, it's gonna pop off on this guy. All orc units, or we can choose 3 friendly orc light units within 12 inches of the psyker, and they can immediately make a free fight action.
Oh.
1 free fight action. So maybe we just get 1 attack, or do they just make their?
One free fight action.
So they activate again.
fight action.
They activate
Yes, they
again.
activate
Okay,
again.
so all these boys right here. Are these guys in range over here?
I don't. 12, you said, right?
Yeah, so I don't think those guys
I
are
don't
going to be.
think No.
Yeah, those guys are out. But it is going to be these 2 boys activating again right here. All right, we'll gather up the dice and then roll the attacks once.
So the squad again?
All right, so the squad in the middle again, going into the knights. The split on the attacks is exactly the same, so go ahead, roll it up.
So they have 6, 8, right?
Yeah.
No, 6, sorry. 6.
Oh, there's some cheating going on.
6 attacks, so you know 3s. On the armature again.
It's a little better.
Moving on that.
Moving on 9s. I see 2 10s there, so that's a large blast marker onto that one. Okay, so he's taking a large blast and a small one. So now we'll go into the big knight.
And then they do 2 attacks? No, 3, sorry. Because they're still a chopper. Hitting on 3s.
Okay, so that's 1 hit, but 6 does generate.
And what we forgot is the war boss gives reroll 1s in close combat.
Really? That would have been nice to know.
-1.
Is he?
No,
him
only
go-
for other super heavies.
Are you positive?
Okay, so we're still checking some rules here.
Nope, yep, it's only against.
Oh, only against super
Okay,
heavies.
so you reroll 1. So
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So reroll those ones. Okay, that would have been nice to know earlier.
So
Gets
just
you.
1 more.
Another hit.
But
Okay.
1 explodes.
1 explodes. Can't see from here.
3 hits.
3 hits. It looks like. That's what I'm being told. Okay.
Hits.
So 3 wounds, or 2 wounds. On 9s.
Yeah.
Okay. I see a 2, an 8, and a what? And a 10. Okay, so that's gonna
We're
be.
gonna check the green dice off camera.
We're gonna get a large blast marker onto that one now.
Definitely gonna check the green dice off camera.
And then 4 attacks onto the infiltrators in the building.
Okay.
No rerolls because they're out of the range.
How many in range?
4. You get 4 attacks.
You roll
3s. 3 hits.
3 hits.
They're not
3 on
range.
7s.
On what?
7s.
I see a 3, a 2, and a 7. So that'll be another blast marker onto these
Turns
infiltrators.
into a large.
Painted by me,
And
actually.
I think we might do one more thing.
Whoa.
Oh wait, that's not this. Where's your card? Where'd it go? There it is. Ah, little thing called a vortex grenade.
A what? What's that do?
Our war boss will throw a vortex grenade at the big knight.
What does that do?
So, roll 3 d12s. For each result of a 6+, place a blast marker on it.
Oh, that's not even that bad. Okay, sure, go ahead.
2 blast
2 blast
markers.
marks.
So another large.
Another large
to the
one.
big knight.
Okay, that's not so bad. I thought it was gonna be way worse than that. Vortex grenades sound scary. Okay, so is that the orc detachment done?
That is the orc detachment done.
Didn't we have 1 more?
Oh,
Do we? Oh,
Oh.
can we do that now as well? Oh, the cards are just going to place.
it seems to be better to just bring one army because the Imperium keeps pulling cards where none of us can really benefit off of.
Alright, we're gonna play Laser Burn.
What?
Select 2 points on the battlefield, 12 inches apart. You create a 1mm thick line,
Okay.
straight line. On a 7+, they take a blast marker. So basically just a 12-inch line. We're gonna target the little knights.
Little knights.
So probably just these 3 would be best, huh? Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So you want to roll those up?
3 out of the 5. Yes. Just 3 out of the 4 detachments. Just making sure we got it.
Can we do like this?
You
This
really
one only
want
has
to
one
get this
wound
done?
left.
Which one?
This one only has 1 wound
Yeah,
left.
let's do it.
Sure.
Alright, so we add the 2 bigs and the 1 middle.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you want to do the little one first?
So the little one first. What am I rolling?
7 plus.
Oh, it's a D12?
Yep.
Okay.
Middle one.
No.
5.
No.
Big one.
Big Cerastus.
No.
4.
The
Valiant.
Valiant. I can't see. What is it?
2.
Alright, let's
A
burn
2.
that card. We'll
Okay.
laser burn that card.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Are you done now?
Maybe.
Sorry, can I get lunch?
We're gonna play 5 more cards.
I'm kind of hungry. Oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. All right. Jonathan, prepare Mirror Force.
Okay, so the detachment that is being activated is the battalion detachment consisting of the infiltrators, the Phobos Librarian right there, and the scouts back there. What will they be doing?
So first, my Phobos Librarian is going to cast Psychic Scourge.
Okie doke. So what does that do?
So I roll against this unit here.
Okay, these shooter boys right here.
What's their leadership?
They are
Is it
leadership.
4?
Let me double check that really. Izzy will go double check that really quick. You have to roll to beat it or
They are
something.
30 mob, right?
Yep.
Their leadership 7.
7. Okay, so for every 7 plus on these die, they take a blast marker.
I don't like that.
That is 2, so that's 1 large blast marker.
Okay, nice. So the shooter boys right here take a large blast.
Then, because these are the Sons of Vulcan, I'm going to use the Anvil of Strength, which gives them +2 to wound.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to honor the chapter and have them fight.
Oh,
Ooh.
I like that. So the infiltrators will just basically get a free attack onto these shooter boys with a +2 to wound. Okay, so the infiltrators have 1 attack because there's only 5
Hitting
models.
on a 4,
All right,
it's a 3,
misses.
misses. Now for their bolt guns, which are rapid fire. So I get 2 attacks, hitting on 2s. This is at the same squad.
Cool.
And there's a 1.
1 hit.
This is wounding on a. I'll make sure that it's only affects melee attacks. No, it's only melee attacks. Okay.
Okay.
So I am wounding personnel on a 6.
A 1. So no wounds on to
Apparently
them.
these do have 1s on them. Here, these snipers
Okay.
are going to shoot at that war boss there.
Okay.
It's just 1 shot, hitting on a 2.
Oh, 1.
What is with these snipers?
Oh, jeez.
All right, well, that's it for the sniper detachment. Go ahead.
Okay, so now activating is going to be the Orc shock attack gun detachment. It'll be the Ludas plus the shock attack guns.
Yes.
So you're gonna play a card at the beginning.
Yes, we're going to play Lucky Blue Gits, which basically means for a Death Skulls detachment, we can reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1 when we target enemy units.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, so probably what we're going to start off with first is this shock attack gun. We'll take a shot at the Cerastus Knight.
Cerastus Knight.
Would you like to roll that up, Izzy?
Alright, so he gets 2 attacks,
Okay,
hitting on 5s.
hitting on 5s.
Reroll once.
Oh, there's the 1.
There's a 1.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Explodes.
No.
Would you like to use... We'll use a card to reroll a hit roll. Why not?
Can you reroll a reroll? Or no, that wasn't a
you
reroll.
reroll the
That's
other
right.
one.
That's right. Alright.
Ooh,
I can't see.
It's a 5. So
Okay.
it turns into a hit.
All right, I believe you.
So 2 rolling wounds.
2 hits on the Cerastus.
These will wound on 6s.
6s. A 1 and an 8. So
We'll use a card to reroll a wound as well.
Like you can, with your lucky blue gets, you can reroll a 1 on.
Oh yeah, you roll a 1
yeah,
on that.
right.
Wow.
there you go.
Alright,
2 wounds.
So a large
And they're
blast.
destroyers, so.
So 2 large
large
blasts on
Wait,
the
the
Cerastus.
shock attack gun's a destroy. What?
Oh.
What does that even mean?
Oh.
Okay, Jonathan, you're in some trouble.
Alright, second shock attack gun.
Okay, we're just gonna go right into the second one.
Shoot, yeah. Might as well shoot at that Valiant. It's
The
really
Valiant?
only thing, yeah.
Alright. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Five.
There's 1 hit.
There's
Reroll
a
the
1.
Reroll the 1. I can't see.
Nope,
That's a
misses.
4.
Okay. So 1 hit.
Now wounding on a 6.
Winning on a 6. It's an 11.
Another large blast.
Another large blast.
Another large blast on the Valiant. Uh-oh.
Another
not bad.
Okay, so
What will the Ludus shoot
what are the looters going to shoot at? I'd like to know.
What is it? Range.
48.
48.
Which one
The
am I?
Repulsor? Probably would be best.
The Repulsor.
Repulsor.
Repulsor?
The Repulsor?
Interesting.
How many does it
Okay.
have left?
Which ones?
The big one.
It's got. He has 3 wounds left.
You gonna shoot Eleanor?
No, the Repulsor.
Sure, shoot Eleanor.
The Repulsor's got more.
Okay. So now because they're heavily damaged,
Yep.
not only do they hit. Oh no, def guns are small arms. They're not even heavy. So they hit on 5 still, but they half their attack. So instead of being 2 each, they're 1 each.
Okay.
So only get 4 shots.
Okay.
Now we're gonna shoot the Repulsor.
Yeah.
All right. Hitting on 5s.
All right.
Rerolling one.
I see 3 2s.
Oh,
4
4
twos.
2s? I can't
2s.
see.
And that
Oh
detachment
gosh.
is done.
See,
Okay.
that's
So,
what happens when you shoot green dice and salamanders. So
all right. Oh, it's true. Okay, so that detachment's done. Now it's the Imperial detachment turn. What are we gonna do, boys? What's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? Don't leave me hanging.
All right, so the next detachment being activated is the Battalion of Guardsmen. They're
Yeah.
looking to shoot at the shooter boys.
Yeah, we want to get out of the way of our salamander friends there because they're eager to get into combat. So, infantry squad, first one shooting is going to be the last guns. Or we'll just do the one on the right first. They're both squads are within 12 except for the one in the back.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 shots because it's attacks user and they got 2 attacks. Rapid fire, so it'll does that double the shots with rapid fire? Okay. So they're going to be hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on a against personnel. That's going to be a 10. Oh no, that's the last cannon. What am I thinking? I was gonna say it's an 8. That's an 8. There we go.
Rolls an 8, so I take a small blast on the shooter boys.
Yay.
Is that everything?
No, I got 2 more.
Oh, okay, just do them all.
Okay, so the next squad over will do the exact same thing. 4s, 1 hit, and then on an 8. The second one, yeah, that's a large one. Last guns,
So 2 large blasts on these boys so far.
and then I got one last squad that's not in rapid fire range. 4s, 1 hit. Can we make it a triple? Can we make it a triple? Oh, close, but no.
All right.
Okay, so you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. There we go. There we go.
Okay, so now the Gorkonauts have activated. They've moved up a little bit, and they're going to try to get revenge on the guardsmen that just attacked them, right? Or are they going after the infiltrators?
So he's gonna shoot a Scorch at the infiltrators.
Okay,
The Death Storm and the 2 twin big shooters at those guardsmen.
cool.
They're 2 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Death Storm at 1, the 2 twin big shooters the other,
Okay.
and the rocket launcher at this knight.
Rocket launcher at the night. Okay, cool. So what do you want to start with?
Let's start with the Death Storm at the 10 man on the left.
Okay.
So these are 6 shots hitting on 5.
Stay on 5s. I see a few in there.
Just a few 6s. So he's shooting at this.
4 6s. Okay. So 4 more shots. Another 6. There we go.
There we go.
Pretty good rolling.
So that's 6, and
6.
these are wounding on 6s.
Nice. I see 1, 2, 3, 3?
4.
4, okay.
2
I
large
can only see 3 from here. Okay, so 2 large blasts on those guardsmen. They're probably dead. I think they are dead, actually.
Now the 2 twin big shooters, so that's 4 shots.
And this is going into the other guardsmen
the other
squad?
guardsmen.
These ones are obscured
Okay.
They are?
from looking from there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so
So
minus
it's even
1s.
through building?
Even through building.
Okay.
6 to hit.
So 6s, yeah.
Okay.
Get 1,
Nice.
and that still explodes. No, 3.
Okay.
And wounding on 7.
On a 7 and 8. That's a wound. Small blast marker out of those guys. Okay.
Rocket launcher?
Rocket
The
launcher.
rocket launcher, he's got 2 of them.
This is going to be going into the big knight.
5s.
I see 1.
1,
Okay.
and it wounds on a 7.
A 7.
That's
a reroll. That's a 1. Reroll the wound.
Might as well.
Okay.
Alright.
A 5. Okay, so no.
And then the Scorch at
Kind of
the
wasted.
infiltrators.
Oh yeah, scorching into the
Scorching
infiltrators.
the infiltrators.
Automatic hits.
Is it just 1 shot? 1 attack? Yeah? Okay, and then on a 7.
On a 7. That's an 8.
An 8.
Okay.
Small blast.
Small blast on the infiltrators.
That's the first working on.
First Morkonaut down. Do you know where you want to shoot the second one?
Let me just double check line of sight real quick.
Okay. Okay, so now the second Gorkanaut is opening up. Izzy will tell you the weapons as he goes along. What are you doing, the rockets?
Yeah, so we'll do the rockets from here to here.
Okay.
2 of them on 5s.
Oh, wait.
Nope.
Surprising.
The 2 twin big shooters are going into this squad in the building.
Yeah, the last cannon squad. It is obscure, so it will be 6s. He still gets 1.
Still get 1. Still explodes. 5,
No.
so no.
Okay.
And it wounds on a 7 against
Cool.
personnel.
That's a wound.
It's 1. So small blast.
Put a small blast marker onto the guardsman in the building, and what else is he shooting?
He's shooting the Death Storm Mega Shooter
Yep.
into these tacticals.
Tacticals by the Russes down over there. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
So 8 shots on 5s.
On 5s. I see a couple in there. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. More 6s.
6s. Okay. 1 more. So 5 total.
Okay.
And these are on 6s. against
6s.
personnel.
Nice. See 1, 2, 3 from here, and there's one behind the Valiant. The Valiant is blocking a lot of my line of sight, so 4. So 2 large blast markers on those Marines. Ouch.
And that is everything.
Okay, cool. So is that going to be this detachment done?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, so this detachment's done. We're going to go off to the Imperials and see what they can do to counterattack.
For it to move this full.
Okay, so Big Blue over here, the Cerastus Knight, will be shooting and attacking at the same time.
He's going to shoot at the Gorkanaut,
Yes, this one right here.
and he has a critical damage, so it's going to be -1 or +1 or -1. So it's going to be 4s,
1 hit.
1 hit, and it counts as a tank. So that would be a
D12.
No, he's fighting infantry.
No, he's shooting.
shooting.
At
Oh,
Shooting first.
shooting. Oh,
but D12, Jonathan.
my bad. I'm not paying attention.
9
Should
actually
do it.
is a wound.
Is that a destructor or no?
That is not a destructor, unfortunately.
So it takes a small
It
blast.
should be, but it's not.
And
The
then
destructor's coming now.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
attacking the boys.
Yes. 3 on 3s. Oh, they're just heavy. We're good on 3s. Do we have any cards? Yes.
You know what, Jonathan? You do.
I would like to use one
fine.
card for a free
Where's our
reroll,
cards?
please.
Wait, where's ours?
We're good. We know we've got it.
Uh-huh.
Here we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Do we?
Guaranteed. Cold Fury.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Reroll a hit.
Reroll a hit.
All right, reroll
will
a
play
2
that.
into a 2.
Yeah.
What did I say?
That's how we play, gentlemen. That's how we play.
Reroll
One.
a 2 into the 1.
So right, here's a destroyer. We're gonna wound.
On a D12, not a D6.
I don't know. See, I'm trying to give you an advantage.
3. Oh.
Wait, what is it moving on?
One's on 5.
Oh.
All right, Orks. Next up.
Okay, after that whiff, Jonathan now demoted. What's below private? Janitor. All right, yeah, you're in ROTC now. Okay, so
Warrior.
the Supreme Command has a locked up, and that's it. Just a bit of
Yeah.
tactics. They want to see what we do. Answer's already measuring some
He's
stuff.
measuring. I like that.
Okay, so we'll see what looks like the Salamanders are going to activate next. So let's see what they do.
Okay, the next detachment is the Salamanders detachment with the Dreadnoughts in it. So he'll be doing some shooting. They took aim, right? Or no? They did the advance, right?
Yeah, they did the advance.
So they could move and shoot. So what are you shooting up first?
So first, I'm going to start with the Daredevil.
Okay. The Dorito, the double plasma Dorito, nacho cheese flavor.
I think it's Cool Ranch flavored.
Jonathan, did you pick up the Dorito? Alright, I won't go with the Dorito yet because I got to find the Doritos sheet.
All right, the sheet is being found. So
So
the Venerable
last hit,
Dreadnought behind
2 shots.
Eleanor. Last
Hitting
game
on
2
3,
shots.
or hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, rerolling ones.
Before I throw those dice in the trash.
Replaces the dice.
Was it 2 more ones?
Oh,
No,
it's
it
a
was
2 and a 1.
one
Oh,
off.
feels bad.
Yeah, and a
All right.
5.
A 3 to
roll
wound.
Well, he's been useless so far.
All right.
Go with the Melta, hitting on it. Thank you.
The melt.
Melta from the Ironclad of those guys.
Okie dokie.
It's like 3 and then 11, so that's a miss.
Okay.
Now for the Daredevil.
That Dreadnought will be retired soon. He technically is already
Oh,
retired because he
wow.
died. The Daredevil.
So now the Daredevil. So I'll start with the missile launcher.
Let's do it.
That is going to be hitting you on a 3.
Okay.
So this is at the War Boss.
Nice. Uh-oh. A 1.
Rerolling one.
Rerolling.
There we go.
Hits on
It's
a
a hit.
3.
Wounds on a 6.
Do it.
4.
Oh no.
Man, this is terrible.
What's next?
I'm just gonna leave. Go get some sleep. So next is the twin heavy bolter.
Ooh,
Two
double
hits.
hit.
2 hits.
Into the war boss as well?
Yes.
Nice.
Wounding on a 7.
Can't see what
1
that
and an
is.
8.
1 and 8. So it takes a small blast.
Small blast.
And then, so I did the missile launcher, I did the heavy bolter, so now the plasma,
Okay.
which is going at those orcs over there.
Okay. The ones that already took 2 large?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
2 hits.
2
Nice.
hits. Wounding on 6s. And that is 1 wound.
All right. 1 small onto the orc boys who already have 2 large. Is that everything from that detachment?
Yes.
All right. Orc detachment up next.
Okay, so the orcs have decided to activate this Speedwalk detachment. Came in reinforcements last turn, but they can activate because they come in during a reinforcement phase, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so they've just moved up behind their boys. What are they going to shoot at, Izzy?
So first we're going to activate the bikers, who have an 18-inch range,
Oh,
which will get them pretty much the building. So they will shoot at those
up here?
infiltrators.
Okay, sounds good. Is this one squad of bikes?
That is one big squad of 6.
Okay, cool. How many wounds is that? I guess you don't really need to know that.
That is 2 wounds. There's 2 attacks,
Okay.
and then Guns multiplies it by 3, so they have 6.
Awesome. Now, are they obscured for being in the building, or is it for true line of sight?
I think it's for being in the building.
For being in the building, they're obscured. So
Okay.
that's why.
Okay,
So these are hitting on 6s, but we'll get at least 2 hits.
there you go. That is what I like to call at least 2 hits.
2 more shots. One
Oh, see, you got 3.
Oh.
That's where you messed up.
These are wounding personnel on 7s.
Cool.
There will be probably 2 in here.
I see 2 2s.
And a 4.
And a 4. Ooh, so no wounds, unfortunately. Ouch. Okay.
Okay, next up.
Next up, we're gonna do this quickly. We're moving along. Apocalypse is supposed to be quick. It doesn't really feel like it right now.
We're gonna go with the Shock Jump Dragster.
Shock jump dragster. What?
So he's got a 24-inch range.
Okay. That is this one over here for you guys that don't know.
The Formula 1 car. That also gets him only 2.
He can shoot at the building.
He can shoot the building.
Okay.
So he will.
Okay, he's gonna shoot at the building.
What does he have? He has 1 rocket launcher,
Okay.
which is hitting on a 6.
6
Minus
because
1.
there you
But
go.
he hits and he explodes.
Do another hit. That first one it knocked it over, so that's 2 hits.
These are wounding personnel on 7s.
Okay. So that's 1
For
wound.
1 more. Is the custom shock rifle.
Okay, so next we're shooting the custom shock rifle because the rocket did put a large blast onto the infiltrators there. So custom shock rifle.
Hits on a 6 as well.
It's on a 6 as well. That's a 2.
That
So
does not hit.
that does not hit.
So he's done.
Okay, so he's done. You know what you want to shoot next?
Let's take a moment.
Okay, cool. Okay, now the scrap jets. They're going to be shooting at this ironclad dreadnought coming up the flanks.
So they're going to shoot their missiles at the dreads,
Okay.
and then the twin big shooters at the guardsmen over here.
They already have 2 large blast markers, so they're dead.
No, the other squad.
Oh, this squad.
They're two
Okay, that's
10s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. So first we'll do the 2 twin big shooters.
Okay.
So they each get 2, so 4 total.
Cool.
Hitting on 5s.
5s.
So they're not obscured. And that is 4 misses.
4 misses. Ooh. Unlikely for you.
Unlikely. But we're saving it.
Okay.
So the rocket cannons, they each get 1 shot.
Okay.
These hit on 5s. They're 6s.
Okay. Yeah, because he's obscured. The dreadnought is obscured from those guys right there.
So 1 hit
1 hit.
and 1 explosion. No.
That's a 1.
And the rocket cannon wounds tanks on a 7.
That's 4.
That's a 4.
Fortunately, does not wound.
Does not
So those were the 2 at the same time, right?
Those are 2 rocket cannons, and then now there's the 2 wing missiles.
2 wing missiles. Got
And
it.
this is it. So we gotta make this count. On 6s,
Okay. There's 1.
there's 1.
It looks like you're already making it count.
That's a 4.
Just 1.
This does wound on a 7 though.
Okay. Well, that's about average. That's an 8.
That's an 8. So
So
that's
wound.
a small blast marker.
Small blast marker onto this dread right over here.
And that's the end of the detachment.
Yay! Imperium time. Jonathan, want to kill something?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Here we go.
In an act of cowardice, all 3 of the armigers run away from the orc boys.
Strategic retreat.
I don't know what that means. The Valiant now has a chance to shoot the boys, so I kind of get it, but I'm just giving them a hard time. Alright, so the Valiant's going to shoot all its weapons at most likely the boys and some vehicles, I'd assume, but we'll see
Yeah, what weapons are going
once he declares.
We're gonna do the conflagration cannon here. Start with that.
Okay.
Nice. You don't need a hit. These auto hit.
I know these are wounds. Oh yeah, wrong one for wounds.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
God almighty.
What are we wounded on?
Do we have D20s anywhere, people? These are personnel, just a 4.
Oh, nice.
All hit.
So 3 large
That
blasts
is magical.
on the boys right here.
There we go.
Outstanding.
Nice.
Hour 7, I came to play.
Alright, so what's
Hey,
next?
you played more than I have.
All right, we'll do the harpoons at a range. Melt is at. No, we'll do harpoon at the boys.
I like it.
I'm very excited about the harpoon at the
Bang.
boys.
What did
That's a
you-
miss.
Okay, wait. Didn't catch it on camera. I will. I
Twin
will-
Melta. That's 2 misses. We have 4 Siegebreaker cannons.
Oh,
Use the black die.
Here we go, black dice.
give this man some new dice.
Those are your dice.
Are these in the boys as well?
There we go.
2 hits on the boy. Yeah, everything's for the boys. And then these are
Might as
D12s.
well
Personnel is a 7. That's a 1 and a 10, so 1 more half.
Okay.
Nice.
Small. And I'm afraid, my friends, that's all she wrote.
All right. The Orks will
Yeah,
get
we said
ready.
some soon.
Okay, and the Orc move, next detachment that they activated was the kind of fast attack detachment. So the Defcopters and the 2 battle wagons have moved up along with the Storm Boys and the truck full of tank busters. Okay, so what are the Defcopters shooting at? Because I
So
think
this
they're
back
activating
squad
first.
will shoot at the Valiant.
Okay,
Hitting on 5s, 3 shots from the copter rockets.
1
hit.
hit. Nice.
Wounding on strength against armor, 7s. Give me a small blast. A 1.
That's a 1.
I think we have a reroll wound. That's our last card.
Yeah, reroll wound.
Oh,
Reroll
might as well
wound.
reroll that
We're
one.
using it.
And it pays
A
off.
9. There we go. Okay.
So small blast.
Small blast onto the
Alright.
good old.
We'll shoot the other.
Right there.
We might as well shoot these at him as well, just to make sure.
Okay.
Guys.
Yeah.
You
might
know,
as well.
all these guys explode, so when they double 6.
2 hits.
I like that. Let's explode.
Okay, that's another hit.
Jonathan, I appreciate you for inviting us into your home
Yeah.
Are you shooting the Lancer or the Valiant?
at the Valiant. Alright, and then 7s.
7s. Just
So
one.
1. So the small turns into a big.
Nice.
And then you want to shoot your tank busters, Izzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll shoot the tank busters at the closest mini knight.
Closest mini knight, so that's going to be this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay,
The one
sounds
with
good.
no wounds.
One with no wounds.
So they get 2 shots.
2
hitting
shots.
on 5s.
Cool.
That's
No
unfortunate.
hits,
That
unfortunately.
would be unfortunate, but they are tank hunters.
Ooh,
Reroll hits.
So they get to reroll their hits.
it's a walker.
Oh, it turns into a double
2
hit
hits.
with a exploded.
And explodes.
Nope, so 2 hits.
That's a 1.
Now, Izzy, just so we can remain in this house, I'd like you to fail to wound both of these, please.
I do get to reroll this though.
What?
Oh, because that's from an
'Cause,
exploding one.
yeah.
That's a new dice.
Izzy,
3 hits on 2 shots.
he's sending us home.
Wounding on 7s.
Please.
On 7s.
On the mini knight.
Please
So
stop this.
I'll try and stop.
He ruined
that
all
is-
3.
Which one was that on? Which one was that on?
That's literally all 3 wounds.
That was, yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
1 large and 1 small.
Okay,
So
well,
you may be saying goodbye to these mini knights. Who knows? That's it for them, right?
And
Uh,
actually, they have a special ability
Oh.
called Bomb Squigs.
whoa.
Once per battle, after this unit makes a shoot action, select one enemy vehicle unit other than aircraft within 18 inches. And roll a d6. On a 4+, you put a blast marker.
Okay.
Let's just turn that into a big one. Yeah, might as well at this point.
Oh. Oh.
So too late.
I had a full head of hair when this game started.
Oh, it's true.
All right.
Is that the whole? Is that
No, we have the
Okay, yeah.
battle.
Oh, yeah. We still have the battle wagons to shoot. So I'm gonna. We'll see what they want to shoot. First of the two battle wagons are opening up into this mini knight with the kill cannon.
Yeah, so all I have is the kill cannon, so 2 shots going into this one.
Oh, one in that one. Okay.
Hitting on 5s.
5s.
1 6.
1 6.
So reroll in the miss.
Okay.
Bang, 2 hits.
Looks like it's not just Izzy that can roll hot.
I like that. Learn from the best. Wounding on 6s. 1.
Can't wound is good though. So that's one small blast. That was into this one here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that small blast will become a large blast. And now, Izzy, do you want to fire your kill cannon?
Yeah, I will fire at the same target.
Cool.
So 2 shots.
2
hitting
shots.
On 5s.
Hang on 5s. I see a 4 and a what is that behind the building?
It's a 1.
A 1. Okay.
So nothing.
So that's everything.
That's it. That's the detachment. Now it's the Imperial turn to activate. Come on, let's get some revenge, boys.
True.
We've been lied to. The truck actually has a big shooter, so he's going to shoot that into
At the heavy weapons.
heavy weapon team. Okay.
Only hitting on a 6,
Only hitting on a 6.
but that's all I need. No.
Okay. So missed there.
That's an attack.
Okay, so now it's time for the Imperials to go. So hopefully, I don't know, we need to start killing some stuff. It's been a lot like last turn.
Well, don't count on the Salamanders right now. They seem to be taking the day off.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, next up, the Repulsor has moved up their detachment advance, so they're moving and shooting. So the Repulsor will be splitting its fire a little bit. So what will you shoot first, Anson?
So first I'm going to use the las cannons.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s against the Gorkanaut.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s. 6 and 6, 2
Nice.
hits.
Double hit.
Wounding on 5s. That is 2 wounds.
Double wound, so it takes a large blast.
Yeah.
And that was against the damaged one, right?
Go Imperium.
Who is that guy?
It's me, Nico, the commander.
Shooting at the Orks. This is both the onslaughts.
Yep.
And I'm rerolling 1s. No 1 to reroll. And they are obscured, so I still hit with
Nice.
5.
Wounding on. And are those at the boys right in front of you? Cool.
This is wounding on. No, this is at the boys I can see right there.
Oh, these ones? Cool.
So this is wounding on 7s. 2.
So a large blast on the boys. Over here, who already have 2 large blasts as well as a little blast. Alright, what's next with the repulsors?
So now the defensive weapon system and the heavy stubber and the Icarus weapons.
Okay.
So do the Icarus weapon by itself. It's going to hit on a 3, rerolling 1.
And that's into what?
This is going into the war boss die. Hit on a 4,
Ooh, nice.
rerolling 1. Calls Coctor now.
It's fine. You can keep that.
That is wounding personnel on an 8.
Okay. This could really do it for
That's
the
a
war
wound.
boss. Ooh, the war boss gets a large, so he is most likely gone.
And then the heavy stubber hitting on a 4. It's a hit.
Hits.
Wounding on an 8. That is not a wound.
Mm-mm.
Then the defensive weapons hitting on 4s, wounding on 7s. 7.
Alright, and who was that on? The war boss?
War boss.
Alright. So the war boss
Keep
is
it rolling right here.
dead.
We'll
For
go straight
sure.
into Intercessor Squad.
Okay,
Who's
intercessor
going to
back here.
shoot this squad right here. They're
Makes
not in
sense.
rapid fire range, but they still have 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 5s.
Cool. 2 hits.
And wounding on 5s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So they take a large blast marker.
The plasma is going here. Are those considered personnel or vehicles?
Oh, these are vehicles.
Tanks? Okay, yeah. So the plasma is going here. The bolters are going here.
Okay.
It's a full squad, so 2 bolter attacks. Hitting on 3s, no rerolls. 2 hits.
2 hits, and that's from the plasma? Or the bolters?
Bolters.
Alright, bolters into the boys, 2 hits.
And this is wounding on 7s. That is 1 wound.
1 wound. So it turns into a large. Those boys are one large blast from
Now
this
for the plasma cannon,
auto removed.
I am supercharging it.
Okay.
So I hit those on a 3.
Hits.
That's a hit. And I wound you on a, these are considered vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wounding you on a 6.
That is a
Wound.
wound.
11.
So a small blast onto the death copters.
That come from.
All right.
And then this last one is going to fire the plasma, which
Attack
is
squad
36
back
inch
here.
range. Which is going to go. Everything's going to go into here. Because
Okay.
This is kind of. Actually, you know
Into
what?
these boys.
This is
or-
36, so I'm going to go obscured at this.
Okay, everything into the mork. Or gork.
But no, the bolters are going into the squad.
Got it. So bolters into the boys, plasma weaponry into.
Okay, so the bolters hitting on 3s. And I move myself just within 6, so that way I reroll 1s. 2 hits. Wounding on a 7. 1 wound.
Nice.
And then the plasma hitting on a 4. And I can't reroll that.
Okay. Is that everything?
Shot. He doesn't shoot. Shot. We're good.
All right.
Right.
On to you guys' next detachment. Okay, so Nico
Yes.
is doing some stuff. He's got a lot of cards to play.
I only have one.
Oh, just kidding. I
Just one
lied.
to play for now. Okay, so this is a classic loved by Cadians everywhere. Overlapping Fields of Fire.
Disgusting.
So basically, I get to pick one enemy unit until the end of the phase. I can reroll all hit rolls with ranged weapons from Cadian units against that. So I'm going to pick that Morkanaut right there.
Makes sense.
Okay, so, and the detachment doesn't really matter because I don't, like, right? I can just kind of go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I only got 2
Because
left.
we're all done. Our detachments are done.
It's going to be my tanks. So we'll start off with these guys right here. We'll do the last cannons into the Morkanaut right
Cool.
in front of us. So it's going to hit it on 3s. A lot of dice over here. And then I can reroll this one.
And does this apply to
Oh, baby.
everything in your army?
Yes.
It's not detachment specific?
It is not detachment specific. That's 3 hits on 3 6s.
Nice.
Now this wounds you guys on 5s. Die. 2.
Let's take a large blast.
Yeah. Okay. And then you want me to just keep rolling?
Yeah, just keep going.
Okay. Then we'll do this basilisk. Heavy bolters will go into these boys right here,
Okay.
and then the big cannon will go into there.
Nice.
So here's the heavy bolter.
Big cannon into the Morkanaut?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that hits on a 3 because I did aim with these guys.
Cool.
And then the heavy bolter. Where's the heavy bolter? No. 7. You're right. So I need this dice. A 1. No. Okay. Now the basilisk cannon. Where's my data sheet? Earthshaker cannon. So on a 3.
Okay.
That's
Hits.
it. I could have rerolled that. And now on a 5 it'll wound. Nope.
Nope.
We'll go into the second one. It will do the exact same thing. Actually, I think it's just going to shoot those boys down there because I don't think you can see those.
So,
So-
heavy bolter into those boys.
This is the heavy bolter. Nope. Now this is the big cannon. Nope. But I can reroll that because
Yes.
of overlapping fields of fire. Yeah.
All right, hits.
On a 5.
Valiant's blocking the V's.
That's a 10. So one more wound onto there.
All right, so it's a small one turns into a big one. All right, so the mortars in the back will take some shots. What are they shooting at, Nico?
The mortars in the back are going to shoot at these boys right here.
The boys right up front.
Yes.
They take one more large blast, they're dead.
Okay, we're going to try to do that. So this is going to hit on 3s. Just one.
One hit.
Now it's going to wound only on an 8. That's a wound. Oh, my
Takes a
mortars.
small blast.
My mortars. Okay, we'll just go to the second squad right next to them.
Yep, sure.
3s.
2 hits.
Another one. Oh, this is all we need. Come on.
All right.
Come on, baby.
9?
Not. Oh, no, it's a 6. Ah, it's a 6. I was happy for a minute.
Oh, no.
They
Okay.
fail. It's okay. They're most likely dead, but, you know, we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, so that's that detachment fire. Then we'll move on to my rest detachment, and that'll be the top of the end of the turn.
All right. All right, so the first Lehman Russ in the back left, shoot his battle cannon into this Morkanaut,
Yes.
and the heavy bolter into the Orks up here.
Yeah. We'll just do the heavy bolter first. Hits on the 3 because I aimed.
Hits.
That's a hit. 7 to wound. No.
wound.
Battle
Battle
cannon,
cannon.
so I can shoot these twice. Hits on 3s. Miss both, but I can reroll. Thanks, overlapping fields of fire.
Miss both.
Nope.
No, hits once because of the thing. So on a 6, it's a wound.
All right, so small blast goes onto there.
And then we'll do the exact same thing with this one, except he's gonna fire his heavy bolter into these boys on the left.
Okay.
So heavy bolter on a 3 because he aimed.
Hits.
On a 7. Nope. And then he battle cannon shooting twice on 3s. Can reroll this 2. It's a hit. And then it will be 6s to wound. 1 wound.
All right, so the small turns into a large.
Cool.
So he's got 4 large and already has a wound from last turn.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next?
Next up, we'll put him.
Okay.
He'll do his last cannon. And give me a thing.
All right, so the last cannon from the Executioner will go into the Morkanot,
Yep,
and the plasma guns will go into the boys over here.
that is correct. On a
The
3.
last cannon hits.
Now on a, what's the last cannon need? A 5. That's a wound. There we go.
All right,
Got one.
small blast onto this dude.
And then we'll do the plasma cannons. So they are currently, oh, that's heavy weapon squad, wrong data sheet, everybody, we're still learning. So now plasma cannons are 1, and I got 2 of them, so I'm gonna supercharge.
Okay.
So this is gonna hit on 2s. Oh, he was hitting on 2s actually. I forgot about that because he's a tank commander, so that's 2 hits. Wounding those boys on 6s. 2 wounds
Nice.
on the boys. So
2
1 large
wounds.
blast marker.
Okay.
And then
next.
the
Punisher?
this is the plasma thing on the top.
Got it.
So on 2s, 2 hits, and then on 6s, 1 wound.
1 more wound onto the boys.
Okay, and then we just have the Punisher and Eleanor to fire, and then we will be done.
Cool. All right, so the final Lehman Russ, the Punisher, shoots everything into the boys over here.
Yeah, so because it's a Punisher, it gets 6 shots, and because I stood still, I can shoot it twice.
Nice.
6. Okay, so hitting on 2s.
Okay.
3 ones,
ones.
4 ones. What? Come on.
What are you wounded on?
I'm wounding on 7s. So 3, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, and 8. This is on 7s.
So I see.
Okay, so there's a 9. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you got 2 more large blast markers.
blasts.
On the head. On that.
All right, so they got 3 large and 1 small.
Cool.
And then finally Eleanor, so we'll see what
Yeah.
she is going to shoot.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
All right, so Eleanor has decided what is she shooting at.
She's shooting everything. So she's going to do her Avenger Gatling Cannon into these boys here.
Okay.
So this is going to be on 2s. I'll reroll this one. There we go. That's 4 hits.
Nice, 4 hits. Wounding on.
Wounding on 4s. So that's 1, 2, 2. So another large blast for them.
All right, another large blast on those boys.
And then the battle cannon is going to go into the Morkanot.
Okay.
So that'll be 4 shots. Hitting on 2s, and remember this is because she stood still and aimed. So that's going to be 3.
Okay.
And then these will be wounding you on 6s. 1.
So 1. So 1 turns into a big.
Cool.
So it's got a ton of large blast markers on it.
And then we're gonna do the Twin Acres autocannon going into these boys right here. So hitting on 2s. Both hit.
2 hits.
And then 8s. 1. 1 more large blast.
Need a large blast.
That's all we needed. And then
So
the
that
heavy
boys squad is dead for
we'll do
sure.
the heavy stubber misses. Okay, and that's it. That is the whole entire turn. So now we'll go into the damage, and then we'll see what the casualties look like.
Okay, at
So
the
say-
start of the damage phase, a card is being used.
What is it, Jonathan?
Rotate iron shields.
Yeah.
We're allowed to remove a blast marker. We will remove a blast marker here.
And this is important because we won't kill this detachment now, and that is worth 3 victory points in this mission if we were able to kill the Valiant and all 3 of those, because it's a super heavy detachment. So, is that all your cards before this damage phase?
Hold on. Wait.
Oh.
There's one more. There's one more.
Oh wait, start of the action phase. Oh.
Nice try.
Psych. Haha.
So damage phase, we start with the super heavies, and there's a lot of big rolls to happen here.
Roll 4 dice.
Oh no, Jonathan's going deep into his bag of dice.
What dice are you bringing?
Where's the pink? The Nurgle
He's
dice?
looking for the weighted dice.
Oh, the pink dice.
Oh, we'll be back when the dice are back.
Yes.
The hermit comes back from his cave with all the dice of the children he stole them
The
from.
the pink sparkly dice were a gift from Nico.
I don't like that.
I
All right, all right.
I
Explain
gifted
what's
these for his
happening.
birthday.
Explain what's happening.
All right, we're gonna start with Beautiful Gray.
Okay.
He has 4 big blast markers.
And he's got a 5-up save, right?
5 up save.
And you get to use D12s, right? Oh wait, you don't.
I wish.
Roll the save.
We don't need him with the pink dice of destiny.
3 saves.
Takes one live.
I told you. Gifts. Birthday gifts.
He runs upstairs and gets weighted dice. I don't like it. I do not like
Whatever it
it.
takes.
Whatever it takes. All right. So
Sorry, we have to do morale. Morale's
wait, what's it
one
called? I'll call it the right name because you.
Well, you can die to morale.
No.
No, I cannot.
Okay.
You're right. Because it only took 1.
Oh yeah,
So I
yeah,
take
yeah.
another wound.
So roll morale.
Well, roll morale.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it's
Roll one of
D6.
your normal
I
dice.
don't like that. I'm not gonna
save
lie.
these.
Normal dice.
Yeah, roll one
Normal
of your
dice.
normal dice.
Not the pink
The
dice,
black die.
but they're weighted. They're gonna do well
Nice.
every time.
Use the Eldar dice. Wait, what's his
The
leadership?
elder die.
Oh, he takes a wound.
So he takes it.
Okay.
So he is down to 1 wound.
1 wound remaining.
One wound, but you know what? That's all we need, baby. That's all we need. That's all we need, baby.
So the Valiant back here, the hype is getting real. He's got 1 wound left, and he has to make 2 5-up saves to do it. Look at those weighted dice, already on 5 and 6. Can he roll it though? Oh, and the Valiant blows
Now,
up, possibly?
It can. It's a D12,
Okay.
and it's 10 or higher, I believe.
Oh, he's rolling hot already. A 2.
Okay. Okay.
That was on
Okay,
our stuff.
so the Valiant is gone. So all the armorers have 1 large blast, so he will roll those up.
So this one is a small one. This will be on a.
Oh, just kidding.
D12.
That one did a small one.
Naturally.
What do you know?
He fails.
Naturally.
That's
That's
the
the
So that
one
one
that
takes
fails.
a wound.
We'll do number 2. It's a 5 up.
Hey!
Pink dice of destiny.
What is that over there?
A 3.
That's a 3.
Okay.
So the
this one's
2 flanking ones take a wound, the middle one is okay.
It's
What do you guys want to roll for next? I know the Cadians are probably
I'm
gone,
gonna roll
so
for my
That's, the
eliminators.
Cadians are dead, so I'll just remove them
the
right
Cadians will be removed.
My eliminators, I need 6s.
Okay?
Ooh,
But they only have 1 wound, right?
they have 2 wounds because they're
Oh.
Primaris.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hang on a minute.
So the infiltrators are okay.
2 wounds.
Alright, small blast on the ironclad needs to be saved. Rolling a d12.
And I am saving on a 5+.
Okay?
6.
He rolled a 6 behind the repulsor.
Nice.
Sneaky,
And now
sneaky.
I have a small blast on the infantry squad. I just gotta know what the heck the. Probably an 8. It might be a 10.
Infantry squad, 10 plus save.
On the right side.
Do they only have 1 wound?
They have 2 wounds actually.
Oh, really?
No, so I don't save. They take a wound. But actually, they don't have 2. They don't actually have 2 profiles, so they're just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the attack squad with 2 large blasts, rolling up the saves. What do they need? 6 and a 2, so they're good? Mm-hmm. So they take 1 wound. Okie doke. And I think
Building.
the last cannon squad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last cannon squad has a small blast, so what is the save on them, Nico?
By 6. Because they're in the building.
Okay. And a d12, basically 4 plus. A 2, so the last
last
cannons
cannon's
are
gone.
removed.
Na 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 na.
Hey.
Na 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 na. Hey hey. Goodbye.
Okay, so now the orcs are starting with the boys over on that side, right past the building. They have how many blast markers on them?
They're
large.
4 large?
Yeah, so they take 4 wounds. They have 6 total, so we have to do a morale. And we can't save on the large ones because
Okay.
we have a 10 up save.
Right.
So we roll a 2, so the morale is okay. So they just take 4 wounds.
All right, nice.
And then I guess we'll move directly into the middle portion. They
Yes.
have lost 6, so this boy squad right here is completely removed.
Goodbye.
And then the war boss is removed as well because he has a large and he can't save that.
He can't save, okay?
And then, so we'll remove those in a second. And then right here, these boys, they take 4 wounds. And then this is actually pretty important. So on it, we have to do a 10 plus for the little one.
Okay.
7, so they fail.
So they fail. So
So
on
they took
a.
5 wounds. So on.
You need to get equal or.
He needs a 1
Under.
or a 2 or else they die.
So
That's a
they die.
6. Okay, so those boys do run to morale. The Punisher was very demoralizing.
And then we have a Def Cop to save over here.
Okay, nice.
I will roll it and then I'll check the save because I don't know what it is. A 10?
10. That that definitely will make it if boys do it.
Save.
Okay, nice.
And the Gorkanaut.
The Gorkanaut. Okay, this one's kind of important too. It's
It
got
has 5 large blasts on it.
5 large blast markers.
It's 5 6-ups.
Come on, Dill.
Come on.
For Gork!
Oh,
2?
he saves 2, but he already
4.
He already had
he
one.
already had a wound.
so he
Oh god, it was
dies.
close.
And I think that's all.
The Weird Boy has
the
one.
Weird Boy.
Weird boy's got one.
But
Okay.
it's just a small, so. Get it.
What's the save on him? No,
That's
it's a
a
small. It's a small. So
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a small.
D12.
Sorry.
No problem.
I'll check the save after a roll. It's definitely
Definitely
not a 1
not a
plus. So the Weird Boy is dead.
Oh, they only have 1 wound? The characters only have 1 wound?
Yeah, the Weird
Yeah.
Boy only has 1 wound.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we're going to remove these casualties, and then we'll come back with what the board looks like, because I think it's going to look quite different. So we'll see in a bit.
Alright, everybody. So, after 2 rounds, we have decided to call it. You may be asking, why are you calling it? Well, usually during Apocalypse, it's a set time limit instead of turns. Because we've been kind of playing for a while, and this was kind of our intro game for all of us. We've been going through the rules. We're kind of fatigued, you know, a lot of things have died. You know, the Orc side is kind of saddened after those pink dice came out and just curb stomped us with 5s and 6s. I don't like that. But if we could theorize some of the stuff that could have happened, we'll talk about that in the after action report. But basically what happened here was a lot of the boys were able to die. The Valiant died. Morale is really big in this game, and shooting is super powerful. Me and Nico will talk about that a little bit after the game, as well as in a review video we will do. But here's the battlefield after 2 full rounds. Obviously with Orcs, there's a lot to get through and a lot to chew through. We started with 170 boys, so it was a lot to set up and a lot to move. But honestly, it was super fun. It was all of ours first game. We're filming this the day after it came out, so you know, it's a lot to learn. It's kind of a new game system, and it's just a good way to get all your models on the table. Nico, any thoughts on 2
I think
turns?
if we're calling it now, Imperium wins.
Uh,
But actually, if we were to theorize it, because super heavy detachments are worth 3 points
in this mission.
in this mission, if they killed these knights here, then the best we could have done is tie them with how detachments work specifically. So I think that was going to happen. I think maybe if we really grinded it out, went till like 2 in the morning tomorrow, then maybe we could go for a tie. But you know, Apocalypse isn't really about that. It's about having fun and the scale of it, and I've definitely had a lot of fun playing it.
Yep, so we'll just wrap it up a little more in a second, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so before we wrap it up a little more, we just wanted to show you the casualties in the game. Kind of interesting. The Orcs only actually killed this much. The 2 heavy weapons teams, the Valiant, and a 10-man guardsman squad. In comparison, the Imperials were able to kill the Croissant and his boys, the Gork and Morkanaut, about 90 boys, I'd say. And these knobs don't count. They were in the battle wagon still, as well as these tank bustas. But as you can see, the Imperials did a lot more to us. But I think, as we were talking, as the game would have went on, we would have killed more. And especially in this mission where we're focusing on killing super heavy detachments, you get 3 points for killing those in comparison to killing another detachment for 1. I think we would have killed the other super heavy next turn and gotten both of the 3-pointers. So it's just kind of interesting. We were trying to focus on those the whole time, so we ended up killing the Valiant in turn 2. And there's some clutch save rolls made. So it's interesting. For our first game, Apocalypse did take us a while, but I feel like once you know the rules, it definitely goes way quicker. And it's harder when we're filming too. It takes a little bit longer. But yeah, these are all the Orcs that died, you know. Where many boys die, only more take their place. So in the next game, you'll probably see, who knows, maybe even more boys. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Just a quick little outro for this APOC game. We're just going to go in a row about who our favorite units of the game were. So for our Orc side, Izzy, who did you like the most in APOC today?
I think the Gorkanauts, the Death Star Mega Shooters, the 8 shots, holding on 6s.
Right. That is really good, actually.
That was really good. So I think they did a lot of work.
I definitely second that. So, and other than that, I think the shock attack guns, especially if you combo with cards like rerolling hits and wounds, they definitely can put a lot on like the big vehicles, like the Knights. Early in the game, that's what really did a lot of damage for us. So yeah, for the Orcs, definitely the shock attack guns and the Morkanauts or the Gorkanauts?
The Gorkanauts.
Gorkanauts.
Yeah, Gorkanauts were pretty good. So Imperium's going to have a few more interesting ones because we had 3 different armies. So I think for me, my MVP was definitely Eleanor. It's got to be Eleanor.
All right, on to the next
She
person,
just did
please.
so good. She did so good. All right, so Anson, as Salamander Commander, who is your favorite model in this game?
The Repulsor is
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely amazing. That thing was wiping, pretty much could wipe a squad of 30 boys by itself off the table. And focus. I mean, being able to fly and move and put down that many shots. Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan, you've now been re-promoted to private after that glorious dice roll. So, what was your?
I did
what was
enjoy
your-
the game and I won't play again. No, pink dice. Pink dice of destiny came and saved the Valiants. That's my model. Is a 1 pink dice.
Hey, you know what? I'll take that. Okay, so those are our thoughts. We'll gather and we'll talk a little bit, and we'll come at you with an actual review of what we think. But overall, I think we had a good time. It was fun.
Absolutely.
Very fun. Very
Oh,
fun.
I enjoyed it.
And I think
I
once all of us know the rules a lot better, the game will go a lot quicker,
Right.
and it'll be a lot less checking paper and a lot more rolling dice. So,
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll get more than 2 hours of sleep so I can.
Yeah, precisely.
all right, well, yeah, if that's everything, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, like I always say, and we're the Non-Power Gamers. And thanks, Jonathan, for letting us use your house today,
Yes.
even though we kind of tag teamed you.
No, I was on his team.
Oh, all right. Well, see you guys next time.
Later.
That's funny.